I'm your host, the Tedster. We are starting a little late from now on, and yeah, we are currently in the Frozen Temple, and it's pretty crazy so far. The players themselves have been chilled and are dealing with a situation with Mesta Mes Mestapop. Oh, I can't even say it. I can never say it. Uh, but they're dealing with some crazy situations in a lair of hell, and the players are here and they're less than halfway through the dungeon itself. They're going to keep playing through, and we're going to see what happens with them. We're going to pop in with them right now. All right.
Yeah. Well, no, it can go through like
A little bit of
it
stone
can
and stuff like
penetrate.
that. Okay.
So, I am back, and we are up. Just as an update for you guys, this is basically the second room that you have encountered so far. Other than that, some of you are chilled to the bone, which would signify that with the icon that is next to your character. And other than that, that is pretty much it. You realized that you pretty much cannot really do a short rest right now because anytime you attempt to make a fire or make something to heat yourselves, it seems to get snuffed out. You're not sure why. Your passive insight would probably tell you that it has something to do with this area. Maybe there is a monster that has some sort of lair effect that causes that. And once he is killed, you will be able to do that and be able to take a rest. But in the meantime, you're kind of having to deal with what you have to deal with now. And here we are.
I'm still seeing the.
Yeah, I'm still seeing the.
Yeah, the
Yep,
intro.
opening.
Let's pretend that I didn't just forget to switch it. Hold on.
Okay.
I
here.
love imagination.
We're here. It's so cold.
Brr, my nipples.
All right, I switched it back. If you're still having issues though seeing, let me know and I'll make sure to re-add you as a token.
What if he still has issues with his nipples?
Well, I can't warm them up until you kill the monster, so I'm sorry.
Fine.
That sounds like a Rorik problem.
Yeah. And refresh my memory, Ted. The chilled. Can we shake that off?
So it depends. So anybody who pretty much fell in the water, it's going to be very difficult to shake it off because your clothing, you're chilled to the bone. Anybody who has just been chilled for the sake of like failing a check, once that check comes through again, you've been able to shake it off at least for a while. And that's pretty much kind of the out of game stuff that you guys have figured out from last session.
Like to God, when he came in, he was in this first hallway. Just the breeze chilled his reptile skin, and then he was able to sort of pull out again. But then you all have been hit by that yeti that came through that portal, which I guess is still there.
And then I sense there's definitely something up this way, up this corridor.
You sense that there is something to the north, yeah.
Do we just want to go try check that out? I think that seems to. I don't know how wary of this portal we feel like we need to be.
I mean, Beacon, do you have an idea of how to sense if we should be wary of this? Like, if there's a feeling you get of it being very active or inactive?
Well, I said, so the Yeti came out of the portal, right? And is there still like an active gate like when we first came in?
It's a good question. The Yeti itself melted after it was slain and then melted into the water. The same thing with the elementals. The only thing you could do personally is you could make a check in focusing on your weapon to see if your weapon gives off any emotions. Because, your weapon is older than you, so it's kind of experienced a lot in its life.
So I guess we'll go up, and I'll hold my sword up near the portal frame, and then I'll also, I guess, do an Arcana check or a history check.
Okay.
Um,
I would say probably an Arcana check. With
Okay.
the detecting of your sword, you'd have to do a perception check.
Okay. Can you do both things?
Yeah.
I'll do here's my Arcana, and there's perception.
So the Arcana check allows you to see that this seems to be a portal that is a lot like the portal from before. You're not sure where it's going to go or where it brings you to. There seems to be only one way to really find out, and it's kind of to jump in. Um,
Mm.
that being said, you know that with your passive insight, you know a Paz was sent over 100 feet, but you know that a Paz wasn't killed because Tarek was able to resummon a Paz if needed. So you're still not sure whether or not these portals are really safe, but the first time something has been sent through a portal, it didn't utterly die. So that's you got to kind of take that as you will. Um, with the
Okay.
perception check, the sword itself feels worried. You're not
Hmm.
sure why, but the sword, you know that the sword can also perceive your other allies. So maybe it's just the way the sword feels about everything that's going on or what's happening. You're not sure.
All right. So I'll kind of, I guess, turn, and I'll be sort of looking at the blade, and then I'll answer Rorik as I sort of fly over and say, "So this is like the portal from the room before. Like this is active. Um, we don't know where it goes. Like someone could stick their head in, but I think that might be a little over dangerous. Um, so maybe just it doesn't seem like the Yeti came out of here, but that's so we don't need to. I don't think we need to be overly curious about what's through that portal. We can check out the other signs of life to the north, I think.
I'd assume if we go through the portal, we'll end up somewhere equally cold. So seems kind
Perhaps
of a
somewhere
waste
where
of time.
that Yeti came from. But yeah, we can move our way over towards this north section. And Tarek, do you want to try taking a look and see what you can see?
Yeah, so I will creep along, and I just tell everyone to just hang back, and I just kind of want to stealthily creep up and just try and get a look see of what I can see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as quiet as possible. So kind
Roll
of
a
see.
stealth check for me. Okay.
All right, so I think I'm uber quiet, and all right, I definitely sent. Am I still picking up something in this room?
You do still pick up something in this room.
All right, but I don't see anything from my view shed.
Yeah, everything that you see right now, and you can move yourself closer. It would represent just you kind of peering forward. You see that there seems to be another portal inside of this room, and the room seems excessively large. You're not sure exactly what what may be in here or what may be lurking, but the portal looks like the one that was in the middle of the previous room, just a different shade or color that's coming from that portal.
Okay, so I just kind of poke my head out, and I don't see anything, do I? I mean, nothing.
Other than that portal I just described to you, no.
Right, but I'm still the bells and whistles are going off that there's something in here.
Yes.
Alright. So I will quietly walk back and just kind of relay to the party. Said, all right. I said I'm still getting a sense in there, but it looks just like a rectangular room with another portal that's like this one in the center of the water, but it's a different like it's a different color or hue.
Is there water or is this?
No, it appears to be just a rectangular room with a portal in it, but I don't see anything. But the sword is telling me that there's something there, so I'm suspecting that it's invisible to my eyes.
Well, could be some maybe Beacon. You were able to see the elementals.
I do have a sight gifted to me by the angel, so I can try using my celestial eyes to see
So
the truth
Rourke
here.
will move aside and give Beacon room, but we're trying to but still watching in case something were to pop out at him.
And I'll try a stealth just to see how I can go. I'll peer around the corner here to get a little lay of the room. If I could see anything with my eyes, we can do. I'll send you a message.
Roll a perception check for me.
Ooh.
All right. So, with that perception check, as you're looking through the room and you're really looking, you don't see anything invisible, but you do see a few fluctuations that seem to be emanating from the portal, telling you that there might be something lurking behind that portal, waiting for something.
All right. Well,
Hmm.
I'll take that little step back, and I guess I won't go all the way. I'll be like, okay. So there's something lurking around the portal. I think this ice and this cold is maybe creating some kind of camouflage that is hard to see them. But I don't know if we want to try to call it out or distract it.
Does anyone have the ability to mark a creature to make it easier to see?
That was interesting. Like we had taken fairy fire for a while, but I don't know the fairy fire spell.
Then
If
do
I
we
could-
want to draw it out then?
I think so. It might be. Jabu, do you have any sort of tricky things you could do to maybe make an illusion or something?
No, I can't make an illusion.
Well,
I wouldn't mind going up and being the distraction. See if we can draw it out to at least see, and then you guys can come from behind and see if we can take advantage of it.
So
all right. Well, here. Why don't I give some blessings, and we can prepare.
Okay.
And so I will pull up my ring, and I'll cast a second level bless. So I'm going to, and as I wave my hand, I'll bless onto you, and to Ale, and to Jabu, and wait, yes, on the Tarek. So the four of you are blessed. Display that here. So
Sounds
and
good.
that will be that's one of the bigger ones that I stored into this ring, so we can keep this. I can hold this for some while.
Now,
So-
just to emphasize, before that finishes the spell, just to get an idea, this spell only lasts for a minute. Are
Right.
you 100% sure you want to cast it now, or do you want to cast it, or do you want to have it prepared?
Oh, could I
for
like
when something
ready it
happen-
for like as soon as something comes out and jumps at Rourke? Is that a way to do it?
Yeah. I mean
Okay.
that seems. I mean, like between DM and player, that just seems more logical. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, I kind of have to be like the bearer of bad news guy, where I'm just like, well, a minute came up, and then the guy appeared or something, and then you're stuck without a bless. So
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, if I could, I guess I'll prepare it and I'll be ready. So like, what he'll do is he'll pull the distraction, and I'll bless the four I said.
okay.
So I have a question with the sword and the 60-foot radius to sense creatures. if it's like through the portal, I mean, I'm assuming like what I saw. I know it's like a kind of plane or something like that. If a creature is in there, would I still be able to really?
I'm not sure if it's in the portal. Like, I think it might just be on the other side of the room, other side of the portal. Like, it's kind of.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Right. I just wasn't sure because being in the portal, I mean, then time and space and distance is all completely distorted. So I wasn't sure if I would be able to still sense that or not. If it was...
I'm just ruling it the way I'm ruling it for now.
Okay. All
You
right.
know?
No. Cool. That's fine. That's fine.
Like basically the sword seems to be detecting an enemy in there, and then Beacon's eyes are detecting something that's definitely there somehow. And yeah, that's as much as I can really give you.
Okay. All right. Let's.
I'll prepare a blast. Is there any? other
I
kind of-
can prepare something that could assist once I have my sights on it.
Okay, I think that sounds like an idea.
I can call upon moonbeams.
Ooh, that is useful.
So if you do want to prepare anything, let me know in the chat in Roll20 what you want to prepare and what the trigger is, and then we'll go from there.
All I'm doing is once everyone has something that who wants to prepare, I'm gonna run out there and see what comes out.
Okay.
Yeah, I have that blast running. Let's go. Well, I'm getting a weird group.
Yeah, I'm just. Well, I never shut them off, so I still have the boots of speed on. All right. Clicking them off. If I did, I'm clicking the boots of speed to turn them on.
Sounds good.
Everyone's ready?
Yeah.
Was there
Yeah.
anything job we wanted to do? Ready, or we're good?
I don't know if he's there.
Oh, okay. Well, he'll write down in the chat or something. All right. So, Rourke takes a couple deep breaths that kind of turn into snorts, and he just rushes in, like making as much noise as possible to try to draw whatever's hiding out. And he'll stop there and ready and he'll use his action to ready an attack if it comes into melee range.
All right. Once you get to there, is there anybody following you before anything triggers? Just so I can understand.
Yes, we're in this hallway.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna be in the hallway, I
I
guess.
have an eye on
Yeah, no problem.
Rorik.
Okay.
The guy's gonna hold on the back.
Rorik, you start to slowly notice something.
Okay.
And I will tell you what it is in a second. You notice that there seems to be objects that are... Ooh, hold on. Objects that slowly appear in the way
What?
between you and your party.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
It's okay, guys. I've got 5 other characters.
Is this like
He
blocking
really
the
does.
whole steps, like from from step to ceiling?
Yes.
Oh man, can I still get the blast as like it drops? And like no.
If you want to make it that your trigger, you could. Did you want to do that while it's
Yeah, I'm
happening?
gonna bless Rorik, and I guess the other 3 is like, oh, Rorik now.
Okay.
This thing thunders down.
Is that a wall that dropped down, or are those like spiky things or something?
Those are gigantic stones, and they seem to be set in place. You can kind of peer through the cracks to see Rorik breathing heavily, kind of getting himself amped up, prepared for what he's going to have to deal with. But otherwise, you don't see anything else. and you hear this big rumble and feel this rumble that's happening. And Rorik sees something come out of the portal.
Oh man.
Rorik, the thing that came out of the portal says with a booming voice, "What are you doing here?" He has a gigantic weapon with him, with some javelins that are on his back.
He's a giant.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm asking just because Rorik speaks giant.
Oh yeah, he looks like a giant, and he's a giant.
So in at being he recognizes the giant folk, and he has that understanding of the different tiers of them, so he recognizes for the most part what this is. So just for my edification, what is this? A storm giant?
It
or
looks like a
frost giant?
storm giant to you.
Okay. So Rourke, after seeing him, he knows that giants at this tier are intelligent to talk to, so he's choosing to talk to him.
Mhm.
And he's not in a rage, so he's not going to just jump. And so he says in giant, he tells this one, it's like, I am Rorik, and I am exploring this place. Who are you?
He says to you in giant, "You are brave to explore this frozen wasteland. My name is Daedra."
That's Daedra with a D?
Yes.
Okay. And then Rorik, Daedra, if you don't take the chances, there's no reward and there's no challenge. What is your purpose here?
I am here to prevent those from stealing from this temple.
What would you steal from this temple? What is that valuable to have one of your great people here?
There's an object of great power that is protected by someone else. Someone that you probably have never heard of.
There's a lot of people in the world that I've never heard of. So I'm going to assume you're correct on that. So where are we now? I've entered your room. You've come out of your portal. You've blocked the only entrance and exit. Where do we find ourselves?
Well, if you wish to leave, I can simply re-enter my portal and you can leave. If you've just wandered in here not knowing what you were doing. But if you wish to find the goal and you wish to gain the item and the confidence, then unfortunately you will have to go through me. Did you bring anyone else with you?
I am not here alone. In this room, I might be, but I do have traveler companions with me.
I see. Well, I do not feel it is fair to not give yourself a fair fight. So, it is up to you. Do you want to fight me alone? Or do you want to fight me with your friends?
God damn, you can't give Lewis that choice.
Roar.
Oh boy.
Roar, can you hear us?
It's like that time in Storm King's Thunder. So when those are those boulders, or is that representative of just a wall? Like,
Those
can
are
I see?
those are gigantic boulders that appeared there. They're very, very heavy. Um, I would imagine that the people, at least in the front, have already tried to push them a bit just to see how heavy they really are, and they seem to be really stuck in place.
I'm just like, I guess I can assume that even though those are boulders, it's not like it's soundproof, and our voices are going to carry in this giant room. So
Definitely not soundproof. They can even see you through the cracks of the boulder.
I guess I'm going to give it a few seconds and see if I can hear anyone with any wisdom before I make a choice.
Thanks, Corker. I
Were they
appreciate that, bud.
speaking in giant the whole time?
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. No one. I don't think any of you can understand.
Yeah, all we kind of hear is.
Yeah, I don't have comprehend languages anymore.
What's going on over there?
That's right. I apologize.
It was like, Terrence, what's going on?
So, alright, Rorik will not do the Lewis thing, and I'll leave for now. I did just enter this room without any intent to find you, and it wouldn't be wise to engage you without learning more. So I will leave. I'll let you go. You go in your way to your portal, and I'll leave, and we'll see if we meet again at some point.
The storm giant says to you, "It is not cowardice to leave to fight another day. Just keep in mind that I have as much information about you as you have information about me. I will be more prepared if you come back next time."
So will I.
Well,
And
until
Rorik
we
will
meet
just start, and then Rorik will give him a nod and start walking back towards the entrance.
And all of you hear boof, 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 because gigantic feet that are, and then it seems to just go through the portal. The rocks disappear. Let me do that really quick, and then I have to change the one last thing so you can all see each other again.
So I'll be on the steps now that I can see you guys.
There you go.
Rorik will now reiterate essentially the conversation in common that he was having with the giant, and definitely explaining how he's protecting something great. We know that there might be a sin here, so that's what I'm going to assume he is protecting. What else would there? What other great item could there be other than another weapon that a sin will be protecting? And maybe that's the portal we need to cross to get to that sin. But is this a fight we want right now?
You're the one who had eyes on it. What? And you seem familiar with giants. What type of giant was it? Frost?
That was a storm giant. Not something we want to mess with unless we prepare.
No. Okay.
That's the real big ones, right? As she like.
I
Those
think
are very
perhaps. And Tarek, you didn't sense any change in like the number of lives that you could sense with the sword the whole time. Is that correct? Like that's who we were sensing up there.
Yeah, as far as I know, unless Ted tells me otherwise, I was just sensing the one creature there.
I'm wondering if maybe We should double back and look at that first portal again. What do you think?
I think any information we can gain will make us stronger.
I think this place seems to have some sort of network things. There's a in and out, so at least we've seen that him go back in. And I could maybe take a leap of faith again. Or don't know. What do you think? Or we could continue southward, see what the rest of the sort of corridors lead towards. I would suspect more similar sort of networks. Maybe.
Well, let me put it to you, Beacon. If we defeat this giant and we go into the portal, and let's just say it leads us to the lair of another weapon and another sin, will it make it easier for us to then explore the rest of this place? And also, getting rid of the sin might then essentially solve the problem here.
What was it? Oh, you weren't with us. It's that what was the what? Which one was the one, Tarek, that we had to? There were beacons that had to be filled, and that it was that was the labyrinth, right? That there were things that were giving. Maybe there's something that is empowering this giant, right? And that this giant is seemingly the main guardian, if that's what you gathered. But we should. There's other like a yeti's much lesser.
Cloaker.
Maybe we should look at where. I mean, it's my sword seems worried about exploring those portals, though.
Well, Rourke
So-
said that there was a sin here in addition to him. He's not the sin, correct?
Well, we've seen the sins pop up once we've touched the weapon. There is no item here, so I think he is just protecting.
Do you think
his,
it's through the portal, maybe?
I can only guess at that. That's what he's protecting.
There was another passageway. We had a passageway off to the east and to the south as well.
Why don't we let's get a little more lay of the land, and then if he's not going, then we have no threat from behind from that giant, right? So we can.
He will not come out again until we go back inside. So we don't have to
Okay.
fear from this room.
So we can make a little lay that. Why don't we
Right,
try?
and was he the only creature that I sensed within 60 feet when we first came in or kind of walked around this room, or was there something to the south? I don't remember.
I didn't mention anybody to the south, just to the north.
Okay, so it was just up there, and then yeah, got it. In this room when we first walked in, and then up to the north. Okay.
You guys want to try this eastern way, or?
I don't know. You want to go east or south?
I mean, we're here right now. What difference does it make? Exploring, knowing at least what's on each of these sides is gonna.
Are these stairs going down?
They seem to be
Right.
going up.
Yeah, it was okay.
Speaking of which, Tarek, you notice that this ice is pretty slippery. It's going to take a great amount of dexterous movement to get over the ice without slipping and sliding and falling and hurting yourself.
So that's like starting like right like here, I guess it
portal?
starts, or up on the flat.
Just about right
Turn
up here.
boots on.
Okay. I guess I would be moving slow anyway, because I'm trying to just look for any traps or anything like that that may be about. So I just warn them that there's some ice ahead, and I will slowly move up the stairs.
So as you slowly move, I'm going to give you advantage on on any rolls, because obviously you're moving slow, so that's good. So I want you to once you get all the way up the stairs, I'm going to want you to make a dexterity check with advantage.
A save or just a straight dex check?
Save. All right, cool. So you're still able to. You're fine right now.
So I just conveyed to everybody, I said, there is a ridiculously slippery sheet of ice up here. So I don't know if there's, and I'm just kind of saying it. I'm trying to say in low voice, just like,
Mm.
I don't know if there's something that could give you guys more traction. Because even with
Actually,
my nimbleness, I can see that this is going to be
I
treacherous.
do have something that
move
could help
here.
if anyone feels particularly of need. I have this talisman here. It's if anyone can while they bear this talisman, it has some charges of energy that you can use to enhance your abilities. I can just fly, so if anyone needs to
Well,
keep
it
the
seems
balance.
like you can fly, and
I can fly.
you can fly. Jabu can get on my shoulders. I feel like our large companion, might
Yeah.
might need the most help.
I
Yeah.
have some skill of keeping my legs from my time on the seas. I'm pretty good at keeping myself from falling down.
Okay then. So,
And
then
I
think
say me too, but I think it's really slippery here. That's all I can say.
Well,
I'm
Rourke,
gonna.
if you're going to continue to carry Jabu, how about you can hold this if you want.
I'll hold on to it for now then, and I'll carry Jabu on my shoulders. So what does it do, Tyler? Oh, okay.
There you go. Here as an amulet, and you can use it as a charge to add a d4 on an ability check.
Okay, cool.
There you
Nice.
go. It has a little, it's like sort of silver. It has a little carving on it.
So he carefully places it on his neck, knowing it's someone else's valuable trinket, and he wants to take care of it. He picks up Jabu, puts him on his shoulder, piggyback style, and then Rourke will try his best to copy Tarek's movements of going very, very slow.
Okay.
What do you need me to roll?
When you get up here, you're gonna roll a dexterity saving throw with advantage.
Okay.
Here. Corners are weird.
Is
And
that
then,
talisman? Is that proficiency your proficiency, Beacon, or the wearer?
It does. So it's I should clarify that. You're correct. It's 4. It's the same for everybody. Everybody is the same proficiency right now. So, or rather, that's the number of charges it has, right? Yeah. So it has 4 in a long rest. I haven't used it.
So that would be 19 for Rourke.
So you don't have any issues yet with anything. Tarek, you're gonna roll check while you're on the stairs as well. So just so you're aware, once you start stepping down, you don't have any handles to hold yourself, so you're kind of walking steadily down the
Tarek,
stairs.
since I'm near you, you have a +4.
Ooh.
Okay, is that 5 or 10 feet?
10 feet.
Okay. What if you are the walls totally iced too? I mean, basically, is everything as we walk up here, the floor, the ceiling, the walls, everything is covered in a sheet of ice?
Yep, everything here.
All right. All right.
I get the guy's character.
And then +4, so if I still have advantage, I'm moving slowly. So
Yep, you just barely am able to keep your feet on the ground. You slip a few times, but you're able to keep steady.
Okay.
Wait a second.
So I guess Rourke will go next.
Okay.
And I'll roll. Do I still get advantage from the roll?
Yeah, if you're moving slow and you are, and you're at a point where you're within 10 feet, you're gonna get that +4 as well.
Okay.
It's like, I'm trying to find how to get to that. There.
Beacon, roll a perception check for me. Rorik, you don't have any issues. Degas also needs to make a check while he is at that step.
And what was your bonus, Ale?
4.
All right. Oh, you guys really good.
Cool. So Degas is able to keep his footing without any issue. Beacon, you notice that that towards the end here, and I'll point out where you're looking. Towards this area here, the ice seems to be thinner, and seems to be you can't really look through the ice too well because you kind of rolled low, but you feel like with a pretty good thump or pretty solid hit on the ground, that the entire ice would fall to whatever it is that's down there.
Oh, can I just I guess I'll give everybody a warning and say, hey, there's sort of cracky ice this before I might give way.
So where is that exactly starts at?
Where it's more brighter, like the whiter it is, you can see sort of this towards the southern wall.
Okay,
And
so
around, I
it's
guess.
not this whole kind of 5x3.
If we stick
line
close
there.
to the stairs, I think we'll be okay.
Honestly, he can't tell. But it's definitely dangerous. You can tell that it's dangerous.
Yeah, so it's just giving out the ice warning. We could try to maybe break through it if we want, but we can see some chests there coming up close.
When he says that to us, can I take a see to see where that ends? Because I would say, like, let's break where it's gonna fall, and then where it's solid, we know where it's.
You'd have to get up close and personal to that floor. The only reason why he has that check is because of where he's standing.
Well, is he
Because
flying?
he's
Yeah, I
flying.
was flying. Yeah, I can fly up over a little bit.
Because he's flying over that whole patch, that whole area. In order to do that check, you're gonna have to walk over that whole area, which is fine. You can definitely do it. I just need you to roll. You'll have to roll dexterity check plus the perception check.
Yeah, easy going.
All right, so I move to the top. All right, I'll do. I'm moving slow, so am I still getting advantage?
Yes, and Alinus, you have to roll a check while you are there, because once you're at the stairs, you have to roll another check.
I'm flying.
Oh, I apologize. So you're fine.
All
Tarek,
good.
you pass your dexterity check. With the perception, you pretty much.
It's 18. I guess I get a +4 still from.
Nope, that's right. So with your perception check, it's a bit different. You notice that it encompasses, everything that the ring seems to be hitting is what it seems to encompass, that thin sheet of ice.
But it appears that there's a path to the stairs, basically. Where
You'd have to walk on the sheet of ice to get to the stairs.
Right.
Let's see.
So I just let the party know that I guess it's the area. I guess this kind of like that is everything towards the wall is thin ice, or is it further under?
That entire area is thin ice.
Okay. Well, do we want to? I can try blasting the floor. I don't know though. Do you want to try that?
You can try that. I can also I can hit a corner with the pommel of the sword, and we can like lift it up just to kind of just get a peek under, and then if we are like, okay, there's floor under there, then you can blast it. We can we can try that.
This might just be a pit trap, but we can. Yeah, if you think you can hammer it, I think that might be more efficient.
Like try to just get a piece, just so we can maybe get more information, and then maybe you can use a spell. So I'm gonna, where I'm standing, I'm gonna kind of kneel down, like crotch down, with my sword in my hand, and just hit, like kind of like taps to like make almost like a in like a half circle formation to crack it, and then maybe can lift it up the sheet of ice to see what's under it.
Roll an attack.
Okay.
Jabu, where are you standing? It's kind of like a pillar.
I'm on top of Rorik.
Yeah, he's still
Okay.
on me.
So I guess
I just moved him so I could see.
Just
Yeah,
ignore
no
my token for now, I guess.
Okay, 20.
That will hit. How much damage are you looking to do to it?
I mean, I guess I would just do my sword damage, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. How do you judge a pommel strike?
It could be like an unarmed strike.
Yeah, I mean you judge it based on how much force you want to do. So yeah, if you just want to hit it, weakly, yeah, you can treat it as an unarmed strike, like a 1d4 with your
Sure.
pommel.
Yeah, I'll do that. Because I wasn't trying to like break it.
Be more
I was-
surgical than Eldritch Blast.
So I'll just do the D4 plus my strength. So it's 9 points of damage to the ice to see if I can break it enough where we can see underneath it.
When you hit it, you hear the snapping and crackling of the ice, and you know that the ice was pretty thin in comparison. With the snapping and crackling, you could see pretty much what's underneath. And from here, it's going to be very, very difficult for you to walk over this without possibly breaking the rest of the ice. So you're obviously pretty worried about that. So yeah.
So like as long as we're standing, we're okay. We're not moving.
Right now, you're kind of in that position where all the ice on the river is starting to crack and buckle, and you're all standing still to kind of slow it down and not
So,
saying anything and just like trying to
Okay.
stay as still as possible.
So I guess first I'm like, Beacon, please take Jabu.
Oh, I don't know if here. What the guy's gonna try to take a step up, and then he'll do his little dex check. Which I can just do the same thing I did last. So that's this. Ooh,
Oh no.
10 plus 4 from so 14 as he steps up. With the aura.
He slips.
Oh.
So
God,
to
it doesn't come up.
well, this is it's really bad. So with the guy slipping, he falls down 15 feet. The ice has already been cracked, so he slips to here and causes the ice to buckle.
I thought it was
And-
going. Stairs were going.
Can I? Okay, Ted, I've got a weird thing. Rourke has danger sense, and I know it's like a dex thing. Can we apply it to giving me a chance to like grab hold of him to at least stop him since I'm really strong?
So- All right, so a couple issues with that. Even
If you want.
though I would normally agree to that, it adds more weight to you, which is still
Yeah.
a problem. Because that's the
That's
problem.
fair.
It's the weight. It's not even that he's dealing damage to the ice. It's just that the more weight, the worse it is. So a couple things. One, we have to resolve Degas kind of tripping down the stairs. So Rorik, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, because you're basically you either have to jump out of the way or you're going to be in his path as he trips
Right.
down the stairs.
Okay. All right, so I have advantage for this because danger sense. 17.
Okay, I'd say you probably passed that. So now, that I'm describing that as you shifting your weight out of the way, while kind of Degas tumbles and falls. Degas not going to take any damage from tumbling and falling downstairs because he's got a pretty he's pretty tough overall. He's got stuff on his back and a bag of trinkets and stuff like that. But the ice is going to fall, and Degas prone. Now, Tarek and Rorik, you can make one last dexterity saving throw to jump out of here. Beacon, I am assuming that Beacon would normally be like alert enough to see what the heck is going on. So Beacon can also make a dexterity saving throw to see if you can grab Degas and fly with him to prevent him from plummeting. So Tarek, Rorik, Beacon.
When they're done with their checks, can I try something?
Advantage
Yes.
or, no advantage anymore.
No advantage on this one. No.
But if you're within 10 feet of Ale, you get +4.
Yes.
I have a 32.
So 21 for Rorik.
All right. So Tarek and Rorik, you can both move 5 feet out of the way. Like you can move 5 feet north because you're kind of getting out of the way of the ice before it collapses.
So like this, or
No, it has to be straight north. So it would be you would go here, and then Tarek would go here because that's north.
okay, and then Jabu's still with me.
Yep.
Okay.
And then Beacon, you're not able to grab Degas in time. Is there anything that you want to do, Jabu, before the ice
Yeah.
cracks and breaks?
Can I cast Misty? I'm gonna take my rope and I'm gonna drop it into the arms and hands, hopefully, of Rorik. And I'll let the
Okay.
Misty step over here.
Okay.
So my rope should be dangling out to Rorik. And is it possible I could stand behind this? Stand behind this chest to like brace myself so they can pull themselves up.
Roll dexterity check to see if you are fast enough to do that. We'll see if you do it in time before Degas falls.
Remember the +4.
Well, he Misty stepped away from you.
Yeah, this is basically just a check to see if he's able to get the rope around the chest in time so he has the leverage to give Rorik the opportunity. All right. So it's going to take Jabu longer than you thought. Ice is breaking. Degas is starting to fall. Rorik, are you jumping out to try to save him, knowing that you have a rope in your hand?
Yes, I am.
All right. So Rorik jumps out to go ahead and try to save Degas. Degas is plummeting, and Jabu, with your dexterity check, you're having problems. You know, you're trying to wrap the thing around. You haven't let them know yet that you weren't prepared. Jabu, make a strength check for me.
20,
Oh, no.
20.
Sorcerer strength checks.
Here's the other need of the 20.
All right, not bad. So Jabu, with his feeling the tug of the rope and the sweat in his brow, he just manages just barely to get the rest of the rope on the chest. None of you understanding how he was literally not prepared for that. Rorik, the rope tightens and it feels like you're able to grab Degas, and I need you to make a strength check to grab Degas and keep him from plummeting.
Can I like help him do that?
I mean, you're both kind of bear hugging, but it's going to be on Rorik mostly just because he's got the rope on him.
28.
Perfect.
Oh.
You guys grab each other and you kind of swing out a little bit, and you get to about there because of the rope and such, and you guys are kind of dangling there with the rope connected to you. Jabu doesn't have to make another check because the rope is hooked up to the chest, and we're at that point. But that whole pit area is revealed, and you can see that the ice just crashes to the floor of the pit.
Whoa, this is a lot. That was quite a catch.
Can we
All
see,
right.
can we
Just
see
try
the
to stay
bottom
as
at all,
still
or
as you can.
What's
You
that,
wanna-
Tarek?
no? Can we ascertain, like, do we see a bottom, or it just goes into blackness and we
You could
can't
see
tell?
it. You could see a bottom, but it's pretty far.
All right, that's good enough.
All right. The guy's like, I could help you climb up the rope. Do you think the rope can handle our climbing?
We're gonna try.
Okay,
You
cool.
all hear the rope straining.
All right, so I'm gonna use Rourke is gonna use his strength, all of his strength to get Dagus up. Just get him up. Like he's holding him, and he's just gonna start. He's gonna do his best to balance himself on this rope, but also just kind of pick him up enough where he could start grabbing onto that ledge.
Sounds good. I need you to make a strength check to do that, and
Okay.
and Degas, you can also make a strength check as well.
Sure.
Okay, so now we're too far. I might be too far, but let me see this. Are we too far from you?
And you guys plummeted about 30 feet until that happened, so that's why.
Oh, okay.
So just to give you an idea, the pit and such.
Oh no, I rolled a 1. it's
Oh no, Rorik,
Cramp.
you
I got a cramp.
yeah you try to pull him up, and you can hear the rope almost like that stretching sound, like the rope is really not doing well. Jabu, you're starting to see that the rope is only has maybe a few minutes left before it kind of gives into the strain of the weight that's going on. Degas is able to kind of climb over Rorik and get himself over if he wants to do that with his athletics. That is up to you.
Sure, and then can I do that and then maybe like use my tentacles to like reach back and grab a hold of him with my tentacle tattoo?
You'd have to use your regular strength just on the rope because you don't
All
want to
right.
hurt him. So if you want to just grab the rope and do a strength check to grab him up before the rope goes
Sure,
away, you
like
can
I
do
could
that.
do athletics here. Like hold, like heave off.
And-
I guess you guys could help us pull the rope. We can, I guess, maybe try to get him up here.
Right, I'm under Ale, I guess, if she's flying, so that's where I've been the whole time. Is it possible for me to move over and give the help action?
You'd
to
have to
Degas?
you'd have to kind of jump in a really weird angle to get to the other side right now, or have somebody carry you over that can fly.
Oh, so we can't move through this spot here, I
That's
guess.
kind of like a pillar.
Oh, okay. Ah, got it.
I have a +2 strength. Am I strong enough to carry him?
Can try it. Why not? Right?
I mean,
Oh.
I also have rope too, so I can whip out. Well,
Yeah, so I was just we'll just add on to the haul up to the rope. So Jabu's back there, kind of pinned against the chest. Then, what? You're like 10 feet down, or something.
So as Degas grabs the rope and starts pulling, Jabu kind of watching it and stuff like that. You guys successfully pull him out, and he's just kind of collapsed on the floor where he is. Now, that being said, once you get to here to pull him out, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you don't slip back into the pit.
All right. Let me. Wait, it's holding the sheet again. Dexterity, and then this is +4. Oop.
You do not slip.
Nice. Rorik, are you okay?
Oh,
Thank you for catching me.
feel good, and then just start kind of moving away from the edge.
Alright. This is quite the environment. So do you need help leveraging up to the around this edge here?
No, I'm definitely gonna have. I want to be tied off or something like that.
Sure, yeah, I could. I guess
I don't
could...
know. I don't know if I can walk on this. I don't know how I can get around here. If this is, I'm not sure if there's a little ledge here, and then it's or the pit edge is right up to the where this.
Why don't we use here? The guy can come up and help with Jabu to like tying off on an anchor end. If that's, then we can double knot that, and then that can be our way of
I made it easy to understand the vision that you technically
wall.
have with the pillar.
Okay.
So I can like bring this kind of if you need to use it, it's like a repelling rope, but you can try to like this will catch you.
All right. I mean, I guess Tarek will tie himself off to the rope and then just kind of whoop swing around to the stairs. I guess.
All
So I'm
right.
Assuming you want a dex.
Good old dexterity saving throw.
All right. Am I? This is normal. I'll take it.
This is gonna be normal. Yeah, you're
Alright.
jumping the strangeness.
18 with the +4.
18 will do it. So that's not a problem. You're not slipping down and not having issues. Now, the rope. Who are you tied to right now?
I think that's tied off to one of these chests or wherever Jabu had it done.
Tarek's rope is tied off to the chest too.
Yeah, that's the rope. It's the same rope.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. Okay. So Tarek, if you want to walk up the stairs, you'll get advantage on the dexterity check to walk up the stairs, and then you'll be all the way up. All right, there you go. You walk up like the stairs mean nothing.
Problem.
All of you get up there, and there are 2 chests.
All right. I'll walk up and I'll do my thing. I'll look for traps first on any of them.
All right.
Yeah. I'm just switching on. Ooh. Horrible. These are fine. So that was the first one, and then I'll look at the second one.
Mm-hmm. So the first one to you, there doesn't seem to be any trap.
Yeah. So then I'll look at the second one. Hey!
To you, none of them are trapped.
Jesus Christ! All right, so I will check to see if they're locked. Are they locked at all?
They're not locked.
All right, these things are fine, and I'll open the first chest.
All right, hold on 1 second. I wasn't prepared for this, but
The room explodes.
It's real.
I can't believe you rolled 2.
I step back.
I fear no box.
I mean, there was +4s on those.
The
but
last
we,
ones
you
just
know,
blew us around. Like,
being ones, I don't think.
hopefully we don't get blown down the stairs again. Actually, if the ice gets more treacherous, there's maybe something I could do about it.
I'm waiting for the dice to appear from the DM.
yeah, 1 second. I'm a big purveyor of visuals, so.
It's gonna be cotton candy. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Blast.
So that is a gigantic. It's a gigantic blast of wind. that just blows out from this area. And from there, I need all of you, except for Alinus. All of you.
Haha!
Take that sidestep.
Good old sidestep. Genius move. To make a strength saving throw, or you're going to be pushed 15 feet the direction the wind is blowing. And the wind is blowing, obviously, down the stairs towards the pit.
Sorry to everyone, but Tarek, I am not close enough.
To Beacon, it won't matter because he's flying. As I haven't heard anything yet about Beacon putting his feet on the ground.
Yeah, this has been cold.
Yeah.
Oh man, I critted
28.
a failed on that. You guys, 22.
So, Tarek and Jabu are going to be pushed 15 feet. And you're going to what? Let me just place where you're going to be.
So I get pushed like at the wall and then around the wall,
Correct.
Like a current.
and I'm not within 10 feet of. I mean, a 13.
You were.
probably wouldn't have mattered anyway.
And then I need you both to make dexterity saving throws from here, not with disadvantage, but you're trying to catch yourselves before you fall. And you both manage to stop yourselves right there before plummeting into the pit.
Oh,
Kind of doing that Home Alone slip and slide to stop yourself.
wait. I got you. I'll grab you. The guy will try to like dig some talons in or something and like see if he can give a hand to get us back over.
Yep. Jabu and Tarek, you can step up back to where you were. And then you because of Degas, you don't have to roll. You're just kind of grabbing them for help and leverage.
You guys are helping me out.
I want to
I
get
say,
out of my rope.
I just say I clearly missed something.
It's alright, we all have those days.
What was that, Jabu?
Get my rope and put it back on my gear.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. We can make more good use of that. How do we want? Do you want to just? The other one was empty next to the Yeti portal. You want to try that one, or do you want to?
Oh well, we got this other chest to open, and there's clearly nothing's there. So I mean, I didn't find anything. I mean, come on.
Well,
I'm gonna go
let's
over here in the
at least move
corner.
in.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna go in the
Lurk's gonna move in.
Let's be in the corner here.
Can I move in the Hey.
And I'll move
Yeah.
John.
only one person can sit in that corner, so
You guys gonna like try to grab onto the wall.
I will open the second chest.
all right. You open it up, and you just hear, boom, and the air just blows so hard. I need Tarek and Degas to make a strength saving throw for me.
Do I get a +4?
Yeah,
You
we do
do,
have
yes. You both get a
Yes,
+4.
you do.
Oh,
You're close
for
enough.
sakes! Come on.
I would say that is your third one this session.
What are you doing with those ones, dude?
That's ridiculous.
You
Yeah,
got a whole
whatever.
pile of them.
Shit happens.
So it's pushes, gonna get you here, and then from there I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me. Oh boy.
I'm dead.
Tarek, you're going to fall. So Tarek slips, kind of goes prone, and you hear this scream, this bloody scream from Tarek, as you hear him go, "Ah!"
Jab your sword into the wall.
Yeah, I mean, is there any way with
Yeah.
and that was the strength, dexterity, I guess evasion or none of that's gonna work.
Batman grappling hook.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just scrambling, trying to stop myself. I mean, that's so. I mean, there's nothing else I can do.
Can either of us fly fast enough to catch up to him?
No, just basic,
I'm not sure how you're doing your
basic.
fly speed. My fly speed is 90.
Yeah, just basic gravity rules. You know, like he's eventually gonna, after a certain amount of seconds, he's gonna be moving faster than any human being
Yeah,
can
I
catch
couldn't
up to
fly
him.
through the wind gust. So you
fall,
kinda
fall
got,
and then fly. Cut the engines and fall, and then just turn back on.
Basically, no
Okay.
matter what, he's gonna get. He's gonna. I mean, you can fly in and grab him once he's done.
Right, I fly over and I see you fall and you're out of reach. There isn't like a good ranged teleport that I could use to try to save you like that.
Yeah, and you see a very bloodied Tarek, onto the ground. Tarek
Since
found out
that-
the hard way that it's 100 feet down.
Yeah, is there any way with my nimbleness that I can lessen that by any capacity?
That's a great question. I don't know if it's something that you get later on as far as falling. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't think evasion's more effects. Yeah, I don't think so. So I'm still alive, but and thanks for rolling those 4 8s and a 7 and a 6 in there.
Hey,
Good-
there's
good team,
there's
good
two
team.
twos in there. There's 2 twos.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'm gonna enable this rule. I like this. All right. So, okay. So
Good. I mean, it's all right. I'll take it.
no. This is a good one. All right. So,
Champ.
you get to roll athletics. If you want to brace yourself for impact, you can roll athletics, and depending on how well you roll, I get to remove some die from the roll.
Okay. All right. That actually is even though strength is not my forte. I have some proficiency in athletics from being a sailor, and the cloak helps me. So let's see. What
I think that's
happens.
kind of cool. I like this chance. Not bad. Not bad.
Horrible.
So for every 10 in athletics, you remove 1 die. Because it's 10 feet
Yay.
for every 1 point. So we remove an 8 from that roll. So it's going to be 49 points of damage instead of 57.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hooray, less
so-
bleeding.
Yeah, exactly. So I will lose all the temp, and then all right. So I basically lost all the temp and took 29. And hit the
Rorik
ground with a thud.
and Alinus, you both notice that there seems to be some things in both of those chests after those have been triggered.
He takes a look into the chest.
Taking a peek.
So I'm over top of the hole and I see you hit and I'm like I guess are you unconscious like Tug, are you okay? Like can you hear me? And as I'm flying down near you.
You just hear me scream from the bottom. I just yell out, "Son of a bitch!" Son of a bitch!
He's fine.
So in the chest that is closest to you both, you see a what seems to be a brooch of some kind.
Okay, so I pick it up.
All right, you have an unidentified brooch or brooch.
It's brooch.
There you go. In the chest that is closer to Degas, you can see the inside of the chest too. It's not hiding itself.
Yeah.
You see what seems to be a deck of cards that are inside.
Interesting. They'll reach in and they'll take out this deck of cards and then they'll look about start worrying about where Tarek is.
Okay.
Get me out of here!
So we'll move our way. Let's okay. If you want to do, I can come down to you, Tarek, this beacon, and I'll say, okay, I can give you a potion, or do you want to heal? 100 feet is quite a distance. I'm not sure what would be the best solution to getting us back up there. And he reaches into his pocket and he hands you a healing potion.
So Rourke looks down, and he looks down and sees that Beacon is administering some sort of aid, and he cups his hand over his mouth to echo it. Do you need help to get back up? Can you carry him up while flying?
Jesus, you gotta be kidding me, dude.
Roll
Roll 20, roll 20
ones.
wants me to die.
What
I'm
egg?
telling you, it wants me to die tonight.
More blood for the blood
Okay.
god.
Let me. That's what I get for first taking potion. Let me.
Beacon, do you want me to fashion ropes together?
What do you? The 100 feet. I have a 90-foot teleportation, but I don't have like dimension. I don't know dimension door or something like that. How do you feel about climbing, Tarek?
Maybe you just throw me a rope.
I can climb down.
I have
Sister.
50 feet of rope in my pack, I think. Let me check.
Oh, we have that. We can get you the rope. Is that you feel? You think you can get the climbing up to 100
I mean,
feet?
is this pit covered in ice too, or is this like stone or?
It seems to be stone, but it's sheer stone wall. It's just not going to be easy to climb up. I mean, just from you looking at it and knowing, it's going to be a tough one.
Tarek will thank Beacon for the diluted potion of healing, and he himself he's gonna chug another, but he's gonna drink one of his potions of greater healing.
Okay.
Which I believe is what's that? 44 plus 4.
I believe it is.
Now, if it rolls all ones on this time.
There's still a one in there, though.
Jesus.
It's still.
You better not fight anybody today.
Oh, man.
Okay. So do you want to tie off and we can the guy and Rorik can haul you up?
Yeah, I'm just saying, just get me out of here. And as he's waiting for the rope, Tarek starts hitting the flask of bile whiskey.
Rourke has already started working with Degas to like take their ropes, tie them together to make it long enough, and then start lowering it down so that both of them can then just pull up.
Cool, yeah, we'll just add it to it. We'll just haul you up with our combined strength.
Yeah.
Sounds good. So with all of your, I mean, honestly, I don't think I'm gonna have you guys roll. I mean, if you have everybody pulling up with all of your combined strengths, there doesn't seem to be any reason why you would roll for that.
I mean, he's a half elf. A team of gnomes could pull him up.
Well,
Like-
there you go.
Jabu can do it. Yeah, Jabu.
I'm just saying. Like,
Jabu
when
almost
I'm
did
a
it.
half orc and he's a dragonborn. We could pull up.
Jabu, you actually saved a couple. Like the guy, that was full out.
Well, that's
Alright.
true.
So
Okay.
all of you pull him up. You spend the next couple of minutes pulling him up, and all of you kind of shift back a little bit so that Tara can get there. Hold on one sec.
The parallax of the ice tunnel warps around.
And there he is.
Interesting. And so yeah, well, you said you found things in the chest.
I once he gets up, we put the rope disconnect the rope so we can save it. I take out of my pouch, I guess that's where I placed it, and I show Beacon the brooch that was inside of the chest where the wind came out of.
Oh. I guess, do we want to try to inspect this now, or does this tunnel lead on, or is this just an end right here?
I think we should
get out
move.
of here.
It ends right
move,
there.
And then we can,
Okay.
once we find a better spot, I would definitely, you should inspect it if you could tell us what it is.
I think we need to just go. I think this is this little pit, and then this is the end of the way to the east, and so we need to maybe return to the central chamber.
Oh, is there nothing here?
Nothing there. That's it.
Oh, okay.
I have a proposal. It would be. It's a powerful spell. I know freedom of movement. I could twin it, which would be, and so that would be even more. But I could, it lasts for an hour. So it's pretty powerful. If somebody wanted to have that be active, but that would actually use the most powerful slot of spell that I have.
Well, okay.
But this ice is like flipping around is going to.
Yes, it's treacherous, and you are right to think about using such a powerful spell, but you're also wise to understand that we don't know what else, and to use such a powerful spell now.
It lasts for an hour, and I think that if we want to try to continue exploring before we face that giant, maybe it's worth it for that.
Yes, because I think the alternative is one of us could get to the other side and secure ropes, but that still has to be, the person needs to get to the other side.
We have some flying and teleportation.
You or Ali could get to the other side easily with a rope.
But I don't think there's anything to secure it to.
I don't remember anything that we could secure it to. It'd have to be someone holding it, and that would be dangerous.
Tarek has some pitons and a hammer if someone wants to go on the other side and kind of hammer these things into the ground, maybe.
Or the walls, if they are more solid than the icy floors.
Let's see. So we want to try to go south. Or maybe get, and then we're trying to. That we think that's the rest of. There's 2 portals yet that we haven't looked at. We want to go back and look at that Yeti portal. Probably not. Or the fire one. Or continue with here before we and only consider that giant portal.
Well, we need to get out of here.
All right.
First.
Let's get. So how do we want to get back past this pit? Do you guys think you can, with my help, we can maybe just kind of get?
Well, I personally think that the strongest of us should go first. This way, it's uber secure on the other side.
Okay.
And then,
we could set.
I think I know Jabu and myself, we're not the strongest of people.
We could set an anchor, and then you all can haul to.
Well, I believe an anchor, Mr. Degas is the heaviest of us. If Beacon, my idea is if you and Ali are flying and just kind of help supporting him, it might help him in his traveling to the other side.
250.
We could try that.
Depending on how heavily you're armored, we might be similarly weighted. I used to weigh a lot more with my show. Or here. I'll try going slowly, and I'll maybe with Beacon giving me some help, I'll take a rope, and we can whip it back around this stuff here. And then I'm not sure how long it would go. I can maybe measure.
You're starting to feel that there might be a chill or a cold breeze. It's just
Is it
weird and unearthly.
The guy or everybody?
Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
All around, or coming from a particular area?
All around, you're not sure which direction it will come from.
Doom.
We need to get out of here.
Okay, so the guy sort of like knocks on the wall and says like, okay, I have a hold of the rope. If you want to make your way back down around the pillar.
Okay, and then I'll let Tarek go next, because Allie can fly.
Yeah, I mean, Tarek is uber shaken, and he is almost like crawling at this point. And I'm like, I just keep saying, we need to get out of this. We need to get out of here.
And then
Python's rope, whatever.
Rourke will take Jabu again. When Tarek goes across, then Rourke will attempt to go with Jabu.
Okay. It's gonna
All
take
right.
you some time, so just start moving.
All right, so I guess I have the rope tied around me, and I'm just maneuvering down the steps as slow as I can, and just. I guess I'll just move to over here and make a dex.
Yep.
Over that. All right.
All right. You don't have any issues there.
Woo.
So I will continue down and secure and help the rope in any way possible for the rest of the party.
Finally, and unfortunately, because of how long it took, you feel like the wind is starting to really pick up and whip around, and you can feel all the wind pushing out and pushing everyone in different directions.
Ah.
Everyone who is currently in a cone has to make a strength saving throw for me.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, if I drop prone, will that give me any type of advantage?
It will. You can roll an advantage if you're already prone, then you could roll an advantage. There's less surface area.
I rolled another 1.
So,
Oh, no.
was it a strength or?
It's a strength. Yep, it is strength.
I'm not 100% if I'm technically in a cone or not.
Holy crap!
Tarek, you made it with the advantage, so there you go. Alinus, you're still flying, so it won't really affect you as much.
Okay.
Rorik and Jabu are still on top of each other, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I failed.
Yeah.
Can I throw Jabu as I'm falling?
You can.
Like
I got
a basketball.
I got him.
Oh,
Actually, I'm just gonna tap you on the forehead, and I'm gonna cast Featherfall.
Okay.
And then let me just look that up. You should be. I believe you're fine.
We fall 60 feet and take no falling damage. Me and another creature.
Oh, that should slow it down enough where I can like pull and just hopefully not let you crash.
Unfortunately, I couldn't do the Tarek because I was way over to the right, and I didn't have line of sight.
Yeah.
All right, and then you will fall and fall and fall very slowly as you fall, and You just
Since
you
they're
just-
falling slowly,
Mhm.
Cut off.
God damn it! So
Damn it.
All right. Well,
I
Yeah,
am.
I can-
It's just the Discord kicks me out. I was asking. I know I'm not strong enough to pull them out, but as they're falling, can I grab onto Rorik? But when they got hit, I can help slow them down before they crash into the ground all the way towards the bottom.
they don't take any fall damage no matter what.
Yeah, they're probably falling.
Yeah, so they won't take any fall damage. Rorik just lands on his feet. And he's just like, huh, this is pretty deep, this hole.
That was a good trick, Jabu.
What can I say? I got all the tricks in the world.
I believe you do. Now we just need to get back up.
Shit.
I'll take one end of any ropes you have.
And I hand her the end of a rope.
All right.
Fly back up and go. Hey, we need to pull them out again.
All right. Who are you gonna give the rope to start pulling them out?
I'm crawling along the floor to the
Well,
stairs.
Definitely not.
The guard
Terry.
said the guy's set to. He can help you. So give him the.
Okie dokie.
Can haul him up.
All right. You give it to God. You want to give the rope to anybody else?
I will, from my prone position, if I could help.
Yeah,
dig
here.
out.
And
Take the
Beacon
back
can
end of the
help.
rope.
All right.
Double thick beacon. So I would be pulled along with the rope. So the guy.
Any help is help.
Heave ho!
All right. All of you grab the rope. Who grabbed it, and you get them out of there, and they are pulled safely out of the pit.
Hoorah.
Right. Take our footsteps. We can get out of this blue mess.
You don't even realize how tough a pit is until you're face to face with one.
And ice.
Fall on it.
Oh. Okay.
And
Alright.
roll 3 1s. That was-
Jack, are you feeling alright?
that just means that I'm feeling a crit run. At
That's
some
true.
point, so,
That's what that means.
yep.
So we want to try out the south? Is that our... Oh.
I'm still
Sorry.
crawling on the ground right now. I'm just crawling around. I'm hugging the wall and crawling.
Let's see. We'll make our way to the south. Before we face that giant, I think.
Alright, sounds
yeah,
good.
I believe we should do that. At least to see what's over there.
So Tarek looks up at everyone and says, "But was there anything in those chests at least?"
I found a
Yes,
brooch.
I guess I could give a look at this within our. And the guy said, "Yeah, I found a card deck."
A deck of cards you found?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess Beacon will give a look at this amulet. Or,
Yeah, I hand the brooch over to Beacon. I handed it already over to you to check out. While Tarek is, getting himself back to speed, Rorik will just kind of go up and peek around the corner.
Okay.
What is it?
Beacon, with the roll that you made, you notice that this seems to be a brooch of shielding, and it seems to help you against magic missiles and force damage.
Oh, interesting. Like a. This is a good sort of resistance thing. Resistance to. Like a magic missile, kind of. But Interesting.
It
I
will
guess
be
it-
added to your inventory shortly.
Okay. And then the guy takes, I guess, we can try taking a look at his his stuff. Which would be
I
not
can
the
drink
best.
one of my potions.
Okay.
I don't know how to do. There we go.
E15.
Just a guy.
Awesome.
It's just a 17. Just the first one, so 17. There you go.
The god doesn't really understand what this is. It seems like a lot of different tarot cards. He's not sure what this thing does.
Weird. Do we? I guess we'll. As I'll explain. I guess to the group as we're walking, as we're walking down the ring. This brooch has like some like resistance to some magic types of damage, and I'm not sure what that's an interesting deck you have there, but it also looks like a weird sort of tarot thing. I guess we can look at what this doesn't. None of this seems in the lane of like sin items that we've encountered yet.
Just with your passive insight, normally a sin would pop out once you touched it. So you're imagining it's not, but you're obviously still not sure.
Okay.
And Rourke will make his way up to Jabu. It's like, Jabu, slow down.
I'm getting antsy. I see a portal over there to the over there to the right.
I hear the portal.
It's sad, the angry portal.
So, looking down here, so there's another portal in here.
And Tarek, you haven't sensed any change. We haven't sensed anything down this way yet, right?
I
Have
don't
not.
know.
No. Tarek, I'll let you know if you sense anything.
Okay.
But you haven't sensed anything.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
No, you're fine.
All right, so I'm standing now that a couple swigs from the nasty bile is.
Yeah. The guy will like put his claw out, help you stand up. Come on, man. Let's get him, mate. Is this?
Oh boy.
You see very slick ice, and you see what seems to be a portal. You're not sure where that portal goes.
All right, friends. What do we feel about stepping? How do we feel about stepping through some sort of strange portals?
Well-
Garrett steps back and he says, "I ain't stepping on that ice."
That's fair.
Beacon, do you think that portal, like when you hold on a moment. I guess so Rourke will look at the portal. Does it physically look like the ones that we saw up with the Yeti?
Roll perception check.
Okay.
Yeah, let's feel a little.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. It had the same hue, maybe.
Doesn't
I know
look
the
like
one
it's
with
with
the
a. It looks like there's same stone,
with
the stone
Daedra,
archway.
The color was
25.
You do 100% notice it, being almost identical to the one where the Yeti was located.
Okay, so to begin again talking to Beacon, Rourke will that looks like the same one with the Yeti. So do you think going in through there will lead back to the room where we fought him?
I'm supposing that. Let's think. I think that there's There's the guys kind of standing like we could look the other way. I don't know if that might twist around, but so far now we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4 portals. That's including the one with the giant.
I
And
could try
so
throwing something through it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I like fire maybe a crossbow bolt through that
there's
one?
both
and
of
then
these, like,
just have
yeah.
someone watch the portal up here?
Okay, go ahead. That's a decent experiment.
See if something comes out of it.
Rourke will go up and watch from over here. He should be able to see a crossbow bolt come out if our theory works.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh,
so
oh. Okay. Beacon is actually. It took him a minute to figure out what you guys were trying to do.
yeah, so I just shoot a crossbow bolt into the portal.
All right. As you shoot that crossbow bolt into the portal, Rourke, you see a crossbow bolt shoot out of this portal and make its way through into the hallway to the left.
Fascinating.
It works.
Fascinating.
So that means the Yeti was down somewhere in this room. So.
Or it came from behind us. I guess the other way. It might connect like some sort of cave network, but interesting.
Has anyone looked to see if the ice was like transparent, like in that area where we were just at?
No
This
one's
is
gone
different
like,
than.
to the ice.
Well, I didn't say
does
go
look
onto the ice, just kind of peer it and see if it was like that other.
Well, let's think. There's the first portal that you sent a pass through. Now what we've seen is that there's entrance and exit, and a pass wasn't like what we're looking at right now. And also the one that the giant said is different, right? That one looks different, but he can go in and out.
That had a different color.
That's what it seems like.
The first portal it was a different shape. It wasn't one of these.
Do we want to try that? I didn't see what my sword thought about that one. We looked at these ones, and I guess it felt strange about it. But that's maybe there was maybe some sort of prepared ambush. I don't know. It's hard to really figure out what my sword feels sometimes. So I think, yeah, do we want to, if this just leads back, do we want to try the room to our west, and then maybe the first portal?
Yeah,
That might be.
We could
we were a little
probably look at
wary
the
of that.
first. I think maybe just do a little more exploring.
Yeah, I don't think we've, unless maybe there might be some sort of ice doors that are, I don't think I've missed like a turnaround or something. You know what I mean? Like I think from that center room there was like really just ways. Are there other? Or well, let's see if this leads into like a Yeti cave or something.
You feel like the air and the surroundings seems to be getting colder, and you feel like the air seems to be getting chillier.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is. What do we think? I don't. I guess Beacon and the guy can do like a perception of this room to see what this room looks like.
Sure.
Oh.
For the most part, it seems to be just a sheer entryway. At the bottom, you notice that there seems to be a hallway of some kind, but you're not entirely sure of what.
Like this?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. How do we want to... This does continue a little bit here, actually.
I'm not looking down the hallway. What do I see here?
As you look down the hallway, you're seeing that there is, and there seems to be things. I think you catch some of them. You do notice that there seems to be discs that are on the ground with blades in them. They don't seem to be attached to anything, however.
I would say let's not walk across that without checking things out.
Hmm.
You
So that's
hear,
all.
you're starting to hear the wind pick up, and probably the next couple of minutes there might be a big wind gust like there was before.
Uh-oh.
Can we try to see if shooting something at these discs will trigger them? Or shooting
Sure.
something at the floor? You know what? Rourke's gonna take one of his javelins and just toss it and just throw it at one of the discs. So
Okay.
over here. So I roll an attack.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, this is 10.
Yeah, wait.
Wait, don't throw it.
I think I want to ask. Can we recognize at the end? I'm not sure what we can see from through the hallway, but can we recognize that fire looks similar to the one that we studied?
You personally can see down the hallway because you have enough vision, but many of them cannot. So you do recognize some
Okay.
sort of portal
Yeah,
at the end of the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that too, so I'm having the same thought.
Yeah, anybody who can
Oh.
see it, they see a portal at the end of the hallway. It does look very similar to the one at the very beginning.
Yes, I wanted to because me and Joe looked at that first one. And we just saw the green one. I don't want to just put two and two together, but maybe these blades seem like maybe we can just go back. We don't need to go through unless there's. I don't see anything other. That seems like a small room that portal's in, right? That it would connect to the first room. Like this is where our paths went to.
That's what it seems like. So the portal from up there would lead down there.
I think so. If that's the
So
case, then I think that
we could go back and then go into the portal and come out the other end here.
I suppose. I don't know. I guess yeah. I don't think we need to do both. I mean, I think that the conception might be that we just. I think we have. I didn't understand this. These portals were. I thought it maybe went to like a water realm or something or fire realm, but they just are connecting this temple, and so the giant goes somewhere different. We haven't seen yet a portal that looks like the giant's portal.
May go to another, maybe go below to another floor. Could even go to a completely different place.
I think we need to return and face that giant.
Are you not curious to check just to see if there's anything else in that area with the flaming portal?
I mean, I suppose it just seems it's a risky with blades.
Is there any way? Can I ascertain if I search for like traps or something about these things here? Would I be able to perhaps disarm that?
Probably before, but the wind gust happens. Put a timer on it and everything too.
Is that what I saw?
Yeah, so that's the gigantic wind gust that's coming from that portal in that direction. What you do notice, thankfully to Tarek, is that you don't seem to be in the way of really anything as the wind gust occurs. None of you can move as this gust occurs, just to give you a heads up.
Oh.
But I just deleted the blades. But the blades actually come out of their little spots,
Oh man!
and they are pushed by the wind, spinning in a direction. So if you are in either this panel or this panel, which is there's only 10 feet, there's two spinning discs coming from this direction, and then there's two spinning discs coming from this direction. So if any of you are within there, so Alinus, Beacon, and Jabu, You will have to make dexterity saving throws for me as these spinning wooden discs kind of fly in your direction.
I have a 12 actually, because I forgot that Alenus gives me +4.
All right.
Oh.
Beacon, you'll still get a +4. And I need 2 dexterity saving throws. So it's 2 discs.
Oh.
I have a 14, an 18 on that one,
All right.
or a 14, excuse me.
Alenus, you're going to take 6 points of damage from the first one, and you're going to take no points of damage from the second one.
Woo!
Jabu, you can take 9 and then 12 as the 2 discs kind of shred through you. And Beacon, you're going to take 9.
Man.
And it's slashing damage.
Okay.
The discs slam against the back wall, and then they collapse. The discs are now over here.
I'm gonna head to the portal.
Yeah, what a trap! Wow.
What? I don't know why
Is
the
the
portal's
the
not
portal
there
still
anymore.
there? I
Yeah, the
think-
portal's still there.
Maybe got what I said when you. Yeah.
Do a con check on the portal.
So is everybody like? I'm actually still have Mahadi's like health voice. But is Jabu? Are you really hurt?
I'm okay.
Jabu, with a 9, you don't really know where this portal leads. It does look familiar to the portal in the entrance, but you're not really sure where it leads.
Do we want to try another experiment? If someone would have to go back to the beginning to see if something comes out of the portal, if we toss something into it.
I mean, you're the fastest, right?
Yeah, I can speed over there.
Sure. You want to run over and then you can meet me on the other side.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna go in, so Tarek just clicks the boots of speed, and I will run back to the to where we saw the first portal.
Okay,
Right.
I will move you.
Okay.
And Beacon's gonna take a little bit of a leap of faith and take a step into the portal.
Okay, give me 1 second.
You're gonna step in? I was just saying, like, throw something in to see if it comes out.
Well, happened.
Too late
Okay.
now.
All right.
I thought I was going.
Just saying. I mean, you don't die, but
Listen, you gotta believe.
I have
uh-huh.
I saw a green portal shooting out through, so I'm just like, what? Yeah.
I'm only moving you there. I didn't move you where you need to be.
As he,
Cool.
You
walks
go
to the
right
portal,
there.
Amazing.
I'm gonna cast the gift of accelerate. While he jumps into
Alacrity.
the portal.
Alacrity.
Oh, nice.
Alacrity, I'm sorry.
No, it's there. That's just it's a weird word.
So Beacon stepped into the portal, and none of you know where he is.
So I'm standing there waiting.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Interesting.
tap.
So that's interesting. I didn't. I guess I don't. Oh yeah, let's see if look if I can do something to even communicate. I don't think so. So this is strange.
Jabu, what would you like to do?
I mean, I guess for me, after like for a few seconds or so, or a few minutes, or a minute or so, if nothing happens, I just rush back.
Okay, yeah, you can rush back.
And I just like come flying in, and I say, "What the hell you guys doing?" I was waiting and waiting and waiting.
He didn't come
happened?
out on your end?
Yeah, no.
Then he went somewhere else.
Boy.
Well, can't leave him alone, can I? Come on, Dagus, let's go check.
What? What?
We don't know
Yeah,
where
wait.
he went. We need to
We
go
could-
find him.
So everyone's just gonna. Why don't we? Can he just like maybe we wait and he just? Wow, I don't know.
Might be one way.
Let me see if I can try to
It's true.
Well, let's give him like a minute and see if he figures out how to come back.
Oh. Yeah, Ted, I sent you a message.
Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. Roll an investigation for me.
Well, we know that. Well, I don't know. Well, I don't know. Ted, if no, it was completely different portal that the Apaz went into. I'm assuming. Well, I don't know. I'll never know because I couldn't tell. I guess if he had went to here, if it was connecting here, I would have known.
Yeah, I
one
think
that
that
you
would be
went in?
close enough. I'm not. I mean, I did the math, and it was over 100 feet when, based on the roll and where a Paz went.
Okay, so I just say that well, this portal. I mean, Apaz went into the other one, and he went somewhere else and didn't come out here. So Beacon went into some place that Apaz did not go, as far as I can guess. So that means there's got to be 2 other areas of portals. At least, and then the one with Daedra, who we haven't seen that color portal yet, or matching the other matching pair. Can we toss a rope in this portal?
You can do whatever you'd like, and we'll we'll go from there. Absolutely, you can try it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll hold on to one end of the rope and I'll throw it in.
Okay.
And I'm bracing myself in case it tries to pull me.
Right.
Beacon, you see just a rope that seems to just appear. However, the rope seems to just cut off after the portal just kind of flashes in and out of existence. And as you're holding the rope, you pull it back and you notice that the rope has been cleanly cut and severed. So
Okay.
you have a bunch
Wow.
of rope now, Beacon.
Nice. Cool.
So it cuts on our end.
It does.
So I don't think he can come back this way. So the only thing I can think of is we take the leap in there, so at least we're together instead of him being by himself. That's my only idea. I'm willing to try it. At least then we can all be together and figure out what the next part is instead of us separating from him and not knowing where he's at.
Well, there's always the chance wherever that is warmer than here.
I'm more... Oh, okay. And then seeing Jabu do it, Rourke follows him.
Jabu. Hold on. Oh man. You guys are. Hold on. Hold on.
So I was thinking about an Eladrin as my next character.
What season?
All of them.
Oh, you
it's that
switch around. You
extra.
wouldn't have like a favorite. Yeah. No, that's a real way to do it.
He
Jabu
changes
do it
it
later.
with...
Yorick, you're there. Alinus, you're there.
Woo!
Is there anybody else jumping in?
And I'm is Degas go in, or I'm like with Degas, and I'm like, I don't know.
Let me. I don't actually have a vision right now for the guy. So, but, yeah, I guess I'm with you. So, do you want
I was
to
gonna
one
say
for
maybe,
all for one kind of
maybe
thing, or
I don't know. Maybe we go. I was gonna say before everybody just started jumping into this thing that we never really looked at that ice in front of that other portal.
you want to go? Why don't we give them? We could go over there and look. Why don't we give them like 10 minutes, and then we can come back.
Yeah, I mean, unless there's something we're missing, I think we've outside of jumping in that portal or going back to the beginning and jumping in that portal.
Alinus
How
and
about-
Rorik, you do see in the room that you're in that the portal is still there. Jabu, you kind of knew where you were, and yeah.
Well, so we can go back. Why don't we take some chalk, and we'll write an arrow that we went this way, and we'll go back to that first portal. That was, or that back portal, the one back here. Well-
Yeah, I mean, I say let's just check the ice out real quick. I mean, it's not going to hurt. If it's nothing, it's nothing. And then I guess we just go back and
Should we
Chuck-
hop back in again?
wait a minute. Jabu, where did you come from?
I don't know where the hell I am. I came out. I was over by the other portal.
Their hands are.
What, by the entrance?
I don't know. I came over here. I'll show you.
So while they're doing that, Ali just says, "Should we go back in?" So Rourke will say, "It seems that maybe that sent us to different portals." So, and he places his hand out to grab hers. Let's hold hands in case it tries to separate us again. Maybe holding on to each other will help.
All
So
right, someone's losing a hand. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So he's like, count of 3, and we both go in. 1, 2, 3, and then we both go in.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me respond to Beacon's message too.
Yeah. Take your time.
Okay, hold on 1 sec. And you teleport to a different direction, but the portal doesn't seem to be working in this room. There doesn't seem to be a portal here.
Oh, hey. Okay, so sorry, I missed a step.
Hello, Beacon.
Is there in here? Oh, hello. So,
Well, we found you. So I don't know if you've been able to figure it out, but so that portal sent us throughout the dungeon, not just to
wait,
one
what do you
location.
mean? Oh, you went somewhere else than here?
Yes.
Yep.
We walked in and we went into another small room, but it still had an active portal. But Jabu
That we haven't been
went
to
in-
yet?
it was somewhere where it was hidden from us.
Oh,
Jabu
like
went
this-
in first, and he was not where we went, so he probably went to another location. And now we jumped back into the portal from the room that we went to, and now we found you. And I see there are statues here.
yes. Let's see. I've just had a chance to give them a once over. They're covered in ice, but their arms can move, and so they can the left or right. They can, or is it? I'm not sure if they should be touched or left alone, or what position the arms are meant to be in, seemingly.
Well,
Well, maybe if we touch them, the portal will open up again.
Well, yeah, I think it's finding the right position or pose for the arms. Do you
well,
want to
we
try?
could-
Maybe we can just push them all down.
yeah, we should pick one direction and then just put them all in the same pose. So let's try down. So Rourke will go push this one down,
All right,
and
give
then
me,
he'll.
yep,
Oh,
give me
okay,
one
sorry.
second.
Whichever ones aren't need to be moved so that they're all posed down.
Rourke, you hear a noise when you move that one down.
Oh.
Nothing else seems to happen.
So what are they? There are they. In, some of them are up and down, and which ones are remaining
So,
up?
from what you noticed, Beacon, of the arms, only one arm on each of them can be moved, and the arm can be moved in either direction, either up or down.
I
So
see.
was the one that Rourke manipulated the only one that made a sound?
We were doing them one at a time.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want
Okay.
to be in a situation where I resolved 100 things at once. But if you do want me to do that, I can. Just let me know. Whatever you guys want to do.
I just was clarifying. So yeah, I'm done. So I'll let them move anything they want to move.
Gotcha.
Which one should we touch and which one's so yeah, why don't we just do, if they all have one of the arms that can be moved, let's try moving that one arm up. So Beacon will fly over here and we'll try moving that one. What is this a statue of, by the way? I didn't get the...
They seem to be statues of angels.
Oh. Interesting.
Give me 1 second. Alright, so... Hold on 1 second. You hear the roaring fire of flames that are coming out of the statue. The statue seems to melt away from the ice that's on it. And from there, I need Rorik and Beacon to make dexterity saving throws for me.
At least you're not chilled anymore.
That's true. You won't be chilled.
We're too far from
So
putting it on
17.
those statues. Obviously. So let's do
Okay.
it. 9.
Well, you still get the +4. I think you're 15. Are you 15?
No, I'm
No,
too far.
Too far
Oh,
away.
you're
It's
literally
only
all
10
the-
feet.
Just a little bit.
Oh, 10 feet. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, Beacon, you're just going to take 10 points of fire damage. Rorik is
How
going
much
to take
is one?
5.
Half that.
The flames die down, and
Oof.
from there, you hear a noise.
I will
That is actually
select the
pretty
last
good.
one.
Alright. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Kaboom.
Nah, it's gonna be cotton candy.
Ooh, I hope it's puppies. Ah, rainbows.
See corners. of the
Puppets
effects
and
and
rainbows.
shit.
These angels are having a mixed time.
Alinus, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Fuck.
10's good, right?
I mean, 10's a thing, you know?
I'm mesmerized by the shiny things.
So is 46 times 6.
Oh, I apologize. So that's supposed to be a Constitution saving throw. But it's
Oopsie.
still probably really bad. If we take the 2 and we add the Constitution instead, what do we get? Is it still bad?
It's still bad. It's actually less.
Okay.
With the deck. Yeah.
And down I go.
You're hit with this feeling like you've just been infected by something. you feel sick and you're not sure why. And how much life do you normally have?
Normally 70.
Okay. So with this is a spell. It does not bring you below 1, but your hit point maximum is reduced by that much. So it's reduced by 58.
Woo!
Yo.
And you hear
Freaking
You still have your temp hit points?
But no.
yeah, that would have got hit by the Yeti. Or the elementals. Beacon comes
Oh.
over. It's like, whoa. That was a big blast.
And there should be, I believe, one more that you guys didn't touch yet. This one. Hold on.
Get off the ice.
This one right here.
My bad.
I think so. I don't think I did. We clicked this one, and then Rourke did his.
Yeah, and
Elle
then
did hers. Did this
do
corner one
do
here.
you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
I could do it, but you're okay. Like that was really bad. Is there anything? Well, first, are you conscious? Or are you down? Clarify.
So, Cat,
I believe I'm still conscious. Just, Ted, I'm still conscious, right?
Yeah, you can't go below 1 HP with that spell, but your maximum hit points are minus 58.
Yeah. So I have a max of 12. Go team.
You're at 1 right now. Okay. Let me. Let's
No,
help fix
I'm
that.
at 12 right now.
But that's okay. Me. Oh, actually.
I mean, I can experiment on myself and see if a spell might fix it, but I don't. I feel that may not work.
And it seems like a disease.
Oh wait.
Oh.
I'm immune to disease.
Nice.
Azamar, right? A paladin, rather.
Paladin.
It will still affect you, but that hint is that if you have something that removes a disease, it may help.
Okay. Okay, then I will do that. Then, while he plays with the statue, I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration.
All right. As you cast lesser restoration on yourself, you could feel that you aren't diseased by this weird thing anymore, and you feel like you can gain your hit points again.
Quite a good capability. I think you also could lay on hands to remove some sort of.
I knew rainbows were bad. I always knew they were bad. Don't trust rainbows.
Before I look at before we move this last arm, I want to do see if I can do like a religion check or something to look at this angel. Like this is kind of a weird. I just want to see what I can learn from this angel before I move the arm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 24. I'm kind of holding up the sword to see what the sword feels about this statue.
So you notice that the angel itself seems to be just a pretty typical statue. You're just surprised at how much ice and how it's frozen. I want you to make a perception check for me.
Woo!
All right. So you notice that the angel is looking down with its eyes. It's very difficult to see through the ice, but you are able to perceive it.
Oh, interesting. I'm going to sort of like try to like some ice away from it as I'm figuring that out, and I'll be like, okay, and then I'll just take the arm and put it down.
You hear a chick, chick, and from there, the portal seems to reappear in the middle of the room.
That's curious.
Well,
Before we hop in, I'm going to spend a second to do lay on hands on myself.
Yes, I think lay on hands itself can remove diseases, but actually your ability to heal is it's maybe good. I could cure you if you need. Is that more useful to you?
More is always good. I just maxed out my.
Oh, right. So wait, you did remove that blast, or you're not at 12, right? Sorry.
Yeah,
Whatever that's.
to clarify, I'm not at
Have it,
12
have it.
anymore, but I'm still like around half. I pretty much just undid how much damage I took.
Okay. I can help you. And Rourke, are you hurt or are you fine?
I'm fine for now. Either heal her now, or we can get out of here and then you can heal her. We don't know where this is going to take us, so probably heal her now.
So wait, where you went, did it also have a portal like this?
It did.
It
But
didn't
then
have
when we
any
went
statues like this. It was different.
No, it was a portal that was
Just
still
empty
active.
room.
Okay, well, I guess we'll try. I guess, sorry, we'll see. It's a strange portal network.
All right, so Rourke steps in.
Woohoo. Angels. Where's the? And then we're looking at. Oh.
And you are all to the north, just so you're aware if you're looking.
Okay. Now we have to find the others.
I think God doesn't actually have like a. It's all gray. Yeah. On the site, but yeah, I guess we need to go find where
You got
that central room again.
Get off the ice, they got.
Okay. Yeah, I'll come back.
Is there
Yeah,
anything you
can I
guys
get
want
you?
to do in the meantime while you're waiting, or are you just gonna wait to see if they keep showing up?
Well, I was.
Yeah, I
gonna
guess during the
check
interim.
the ice here to see if it was transparent like that other room, if there was anything about the ice in this room.
Yeah, just with your passive perception, you notice that there's a floor underneath that ice, so you don't think that it's dangerous.
It's just slick.
Just slick and annoying.
Like
Okay.
the Yeti trying to lure us through here would have been fight and a half.
I'm gonna step in the portal.
Okay. You all
No!
see Jabu step through the portal. Jabu, you come out on the other side.
I keep coming in this freaking room.
Yeah,
What the hell?
Stop that!
I am the luckiest goblin of all time.
This is
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Jambu. So we don't want to take there was at least one room in between that I got stuck in. So that's something. It's not just a straight through.
So I just asked them. I'm like, where the hell did you guys go? I mean, what? I mean,
I
did
didn't
you
like that
find anything?
ride. It wasn't fun.
Yeah, where did you go? You guys went somewhere different.
We stayed here. I didn't walk through any portal.
No, sorry. I meant Rorik and Ale. They went
We
somewhere
went to
different
an
before
empty
they found
room
me.
first. And then we went in again and found you in the room with the creepy statues, and the one vomited rainbows on me.
They're angels, but there was
Like
there
I
weren't
said,
much
creepy
like-
statues.
Big feet. All right.
said the
Where
ace
was,
of
I don't know where
Hearts.
this empty. I don't know where this empty room is, but I don't know how. So that's somewhere in between. But do we want to try to go? Was there anything to do there? No. It was empty.
Jabu,
Is
did
it
you
just-
go through the portal too?
I did. I went through the portal and I came up over here.
Where did you come out? The
There's
one
a
in the
portal
middle?
up to the left.
At
Oh, the
end.
one up that at the beginning.
Yeah, I came out of there.
Okay, that's where we just came from. But so there's multiple places in between. But we've still haven't found anything that looks like this giant portal.
What's
I-
over here?
Maybe
one's
there's just
probably on
one,
its own.
just the one portal where he's at.
So I think that is what remains.
Jabu, when you get to that point, stop.
This
when
point?
when you get to here,
Oh, I'm sorry.
something happens.
A boo.
I thought you meant the entrance.
Dang
I'm
it.
sorry.
Jump.
It's gonna have sound jackups. Great.
Here we go.
No.
Ugh.
And something steps out. Give me 1 second. I have to draw a line.
Well,
Check,
I had a
please.
plan.
Rip.
Check, please.
I mean, it could still hear you, Rorik. I don't know if Jabu knows Giant.
Oh
He
no,
might.
that was Lewis talking. Sorry, Lewis had a plan. Rourke will get up close to here and be able to communicate.
The giant,
Yeah.
the giant starts talking in giant to you, and he says to you, "What are you doing, small being?"
I look at him and reply in giant. Oh, I'm freezing over here.
You have entered my lair. Why are you here? It is very cold.
Could I have your ear for a second, Mr. Giant? Matter of fact, what is your name? I am Jabu.
I forgot what I named him.
Oh, Deidre.
Daedra.
My name is Deidra.
Are
I'm gonna
you
write
sure?
that down now. Yes, I am sure.
Well, mighty Deidre. Woo! Well, I was wondering there, Deidre. What are you doing in here?
I protect the one asset that is here.
Would it be a potion?
There is no potion beyond this gate.
Oh, well then I don't need to be here then. I'm sorry, I'm trying to save a friend. Do you have any friends?
I had many before I had to sit here and protect this gate.
Well, what's beyond that gate that's so special that you gotta stay here? That sounds terrible.
It is something of utmost importance.
Could we sit and just talk? There's no reason to get all antsy. Why don't you sit down and I'll sit down too?
I do not wish to sit. However, I cannot let you through this portal unless you yourself decide to fight me.
Well, I'm looking for a potion that can help save my friend. And if you don't got that, then what the hell do I need to fight you for?
That is fair.
Okay then. Well, if you like, I can be your friend.
I have plenty of relaxation to do. There is no friendship where I am. I will die at my stand.
That's the saddest thing I ever do hear. I guarantee. Okay, well, I'll just be going then. You enjoy your garden, Deidre. But remember, you met Jabu. I'm gonna be famous someday. You'll see. I guarantee.
Well, Jabu, if you come back, I will be more prepared. I warn you of that. Goodbye.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Giant. I'll talk to you later.
And he enters through the portal, and you notice that the stones start to dissipate, and the vision comes back, and you can see inside again.
Could Rourke have been translating while that was going on?
Yes,
Okay.
Well, that was
He's-
the nicest giant I ever did meet.
he's a booming giant. Like, he's got a booming voice, so.
Next time, stay with the group.
Beacons. No, I'm gonna take a little bit of time to heal Ale since she's pretty hurt.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Paladin, ladies, ma'am. I just wanted to see what was up over here.
So you met him, and I feel that just like when we fought that one Sin who was forced to be there, I think he's here until he loses.
Yeah, we're gonna have to kill him to set him free. Yeah.
That's what it seems like. But we have to get inside, I think, all together to not activate these boulders that just appear out of nowhere. Unless that he wanted to fight me one-on-one, just like how he challenged you too. So I wonder if that is possibly part of what has to be done, fighting one-on-one. But I think we just have to go in together as a group to then challenge him.
You know, there's something in the portal. So what if somebody were to distract him, and the rest of us can run in the portal and just get what's in there real quick?
Well, what if what's in there is a Sin's weapon, and then when activated, the Sin appears?
I don't get all the
That
answers.
could also be bad.
I think
Okay.
we have to stick together.
All right, let's go in there and we'll see if Deidre does pass.
Well, let's. Beacon is doing first aid on Ale.
Yes,
Now-
I have a little bit. She's still pretty hurt. I'm gonna do a little bit. I think she needs a little more
Like
aid.
just a little bit more, and I'll be good.
Okay, I'm gonna wait right here until you're done.
And then, so I will do it this way. There we go. What is it?
I mean, he seemed like a nice little giant. He let me live, and we talking for a little bit, but he didn't want no more friends.
I think he wants the challenge.
Ooh, that was
Of the
interestingly
fights.
bigger.
Well, unfortunately, I can't take much of a hit. He looked
No.
like he looked like he put me into the ground.
Thank you, Beacon.
For that one, actually, that would. Yeah, I'm gonna message
would.
you something.
You would put him
That
in
one
the
I did
ground.
a sort of. I don't know if you know Celestial. I think you do. So I did a little prayer too. Mount Celestia as I cure you at that time.
Saying a few
Cool.
prayers.
I mean, Tarek says is if we're gonna go in and attack this thing, just FYI, I am not at 100%.
Okay.
Well, I think now is the time to heal up as much as we can, either through Beacon's aid or potions, and to prepare whatever you're gonna do, because we're not going to push forward unless we fight this thing. He will not allow us to go forward.
Let's take a moment. So we're fulfilling something that was an agent of Mahadi came in, or agent of Starfleet came and spoke to Mahadi, asking to have this place cleared out. And so
Yes.
we were told of somebody that can harness radiance. I think I remember Mahadi talking about that along with those elementals. So we don't know what's beyond that portal, but have we not gotten the inkling of a sin? We think it would be
Well-
beyond?
I think just him protecting something, some sort of item, might.
I just
be
forget. Did
that.
Mahadi even tell us if there was a sin here, or is this just?
I think he told us that there was a possibility of a sin, but he himself didn't know. I think he was only giving us the information that he was getting from the being that told him that we to come here.
I mean, do we want to try to have someone invisibly go in there, or is that not gonna work? But
I
Well,
mean,
we
I
find
can't.
out. Only way to find out is if you do it.
Yeah,
That might still trigger the thing.
I think maybe.
You get an erection.
What?
That
I
too.
think maybe we can take him down. Maybe we don't have to slay him. That's fine.
Oh, you mean
If
the other
you-
thing? I'm sorry. I feel silly. Sometimes I get silly. I guarantee.
This giant, when you speak with him, Beacon, he is, completely reasonable to conversation, but I don't think he has a choice. He has to guard that portal and cannot let us in. When we fought,
And he was
Proc-
amenable to a group fighting him at the same time.
well, it hasn't been brought up yet, but we haven't tried to go in as a group. I went in to check things out and it closed. Jabu went in and it closed, but no one was ever with us when we went in. We have
Alright.
to try to all go together to see if it works.
That sounds good to me. I cannot actually speak giant, so I mean that he probably knows common, but I wouldn't want to be rude.
Giants, well, they can know common, so I don't think it's rude to try to speak with him if you wanted to in common. And if anything, it seems Jabu understands the giant tongue. Also,
Well, of
we
course.
would have no problem to translate if you wanted
think
to
we're-
talk to him.
Well,
We're
giants
trying
are
to-
very magical beings, so of course I would learn giant because I learn all the sorcery.
The proposition here is
Tarek asked
a
the
challenge.
the folks that speak giant. I mean, well, what do you know about this giant in particular, or their kind of type? I mean, like,
Oh, well, he's a storm giant. So storm giants are neither top of their tier. Ted, can you clarify? It's storm then cloud, or is it cloud then storm?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I think it's
Either way, he
storm.
can bring the heavens down on top of your head.
Yeah,
He's
he's
very
very.
high.
He
Storm
would
giants
probably be very
quintessent.
powerful being.
so storm. I'm just thinking that either lightning. He would have some type of protection against lightning or even I guess thunder as well. Lightning. Thunder.
Here's the thing: I don't know
Hmm.
many that will fight them. They're not. They're not the most common you'll find around. Like
Oh,
on
man.
my adventures,
They will eventually
I've come
choose to
across
fight 'em.
stone giants. I've even seen frost giants on top
They
of
set this up.
mountains. But something like him, that's not something you see all the time in the wild, in the world.
I mean, let's see if we can sort of negotiate a type of physical challenge to be met. Is that the thing you want? He talked to you, both of you, about solo fights. Let's see what he's amenable to.
And Beacon, each time he spoke to us, he said something very similar to each of us. He said that the next time he'd be more prepared.
So maybe he was able to read you on what you're capable of.
All right. So do we think we can all of us Hepo, Holly come in as a group?
I think we just run across this threshold and try to get to the other side together.
All right. That sounds good to me.
Let's go. Run.
1, 3,
Tarek's gonna
2.
drink a potion
Oh,
of healing
hold on.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
Heal,
if we can
heal.
double check. I got. Are you still wounded in a deal? I guess. How much do we?
I don't know. I'm good.
Rourke's good too. He took a potion while during that conversation, so he's back to full.
I'm not 100%. I'm close, but it is what it is. So
Can you Beacon give him a little top off, or
Uh,
just take a potion, or do you want to save it and then use another potion? I have potions.
I think if
have
we could do
one-
potions, because that would be as though I was thinking about twinning a cure, but that would be like a little bit like doing potions. But we could.
I'm
Yes,
just gonna
save
say
it,
I
yeah.
have one potion of healing left. That's it.
Oh no, I'll give. So Rourke will give Tarek a potion of healing because he's got some. So I'll give you another potion of healing.
Okay.
Here,
I'll
actually,
use,
take two. Take 2 potions of healing.
and
So
then
you can drink one and then you have one. And then
I'll
let's
actually give this
subtract
one
it
to
from
the
that.
guy. The guy is still a little bit down, but that's not
Does-
bad.
Does he need potions?
I'm a proficient herbalist, so I actually have a decent amount.
Okay.
I'm going to sacrifice 2 level 2 sorcery slots to give myself some sorcery points.
Okay.
All right, I thank Rorik. That put me back as full as I'm gonna get.
I think we can go in and prepare and challenge this giant.
All right, go ahead. You first.
No, it's all 3 of us. So all 5 of us.
And Tarek
Sorry.
clicks the boots of speed and ready. He says to everybody,
Yep.
1, 2,
2, 3.
3.
As you enter, something happens. Right here, every single person is going to roll a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oof.
We all have to roll.
Yes.
+4.
Yeah, if you're within 10
Ooh,
feet of her.
20 and 22.
Ah, wow, that sucks.
Plus 4.
So I get a
24,
13.
26.
Everyone who does not get an 18,
Oh,
you are
Fabulous.
deafened right now until
Woo!
for a couple of seconds.
okay.
Just this smash, this thunderous crash of like energy just warps your ears and just makes you feel woozy as he steps out. Jabu and Rorik, you notice that he's actually a little bigger than he was. I said I would be ready, and you have given me time to prepare, and I feel that that is fair. Do you wish to challenge me to go into this portal?
I can't hear what he says. I can't hear.
What?
That
If I
would
could hear, I
the
wouldn't
the deafening would wear off before he started before he started talking.
Oh, okay. And then I translate for those who don't speak giant what he just said.
Beacon, I guess, flies a little bit and says, Common, can you understand? Common to discuss the terms of the challenge.
I understand common language, sir. Yes.
While I answer that question, I'm going to sacrifice level 4 slot to give myself 4 more points.
Okay.
So I will then, I guess, ask, to what end or do we challenge you?
A simple fight amongst allies and enemies. I am very good at examining strengths and overcoming weaknesses. You have a choice. You can either have one person fight me, or you can all fight me.
Oh. I see. what do I can turn to the group? Does anyone feel particularly capable, or do we want?
I mean, I'm willing to fight him on my own.
Obviously, the group.
And I'm thinking if he might fight us differently if we fight as a group or one-on-one, because he seems to believe in fair battle. So if we fight him as a group, yes, we have numbers on our side, but I believe we'll feel the full wrath of his strength. If one of us goes and fight him, he's going to be powerful, but he'll still fight fair to one opponent. That's just an assumption, though.
Well, I'll say I guess it's all or nothing.
Then let us fight then.
And I guess we can turn to. If anyone feels prepared, we can turn and get ready.
He says, "Are you sure you wish to face the wrath of a storm giant?"
We have all come here together, and we will stick together during this challenge.
Very well. I wish you good luck. And inevitably, we will see how well you fare. Those dots that are above his head are for different things. You'll know later. And then I'm gonna have you guys roll initiative right now.
Whoa.
Damn rolling. Dog.
Oh yeah, now I roll high.
Jesus.
And that's a 17 for Rourke.
Brutal. Hey.
Hey.
I'm still going after the giant.
I have a 20.
You're still not good after that fall.
Oh, I'm not right.
What is that? Okay. Yeah. Boom.
Nice.
God, the guy's doing all right.
Hey.
Who am I missing? Alinus and Tarek. Tarek is at 11.
I have a 19.
Perfect. We're gonna start with, oh god, Beacon. How much dexterity? What's your dexterity modifier? And Jabu, what's your dexterity modifier?
Mine is +4.
-2.
Jabu, you're gonna go first.
Cool. Can you use Quicken?
Oh.
2 sorcerer points. I'm gonna cast Slow on the big giant. I need you to roll a Wisdom saving throw, and I need you to beat a 20.
I'm excited.
The spell that was close to retirement.
It's true. It can happen right now.
Oh.
It is going to use one of its legendary actions to save.
I'll be right back. I'm getting in the car right now to drive to your house to punch you in the face.
Rude.
and to get that pizza.
Yes. I want pizza waiting for me after I punch you. All right, I'll just blast you, evil man. 2 shots. There's 2 shots right there.
They will both hit.
I'm just gonna do two shots together, so a total of 20. I'm gonna push him back. Actually, I'm gonna pull him 20 feet to us.
Okay.
Why?
So we can get in there and fight.
You just
My
hear
turn?
as he moves forward.
Turn is over.
Beacon, it is your turn.
Oh. Well, that's now I'm here, and now he's here. Hi, hey. Um, sorry, just putting a couple things together. I am going to cast this. Yes, spiritual weapon out of a third level slot. So, what do I have? So, I'm creating a floating spectral sword, and then I'm going to have it attack for a 26.
That will hit.
Cool. That's 9 force damage.
Sounds good. Just give me
So
1 second.
weapon
I'm just putting
hovering
on the
there.
map for you.
Cool. That's a bonus action. And then for my action, I'm going to sorry. I think it's a radiant blast. I'll try that. So that'll be I pull out my sword in my hand and cast radiant blast for 15 hit. Probably not.
That will actually hit. It's gonna take 2.
Oh, and yeah. Oh wait, there's multiple beams. Sorry,
All
I
right,
didn't realize
sounds
that
good.
there's also beams out. So let me also do that. So 23. Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the wrong. It's still a plus 10 for the hit. For the it's not repelling blast, it's a radiant blast.
Sounds good. Yeah, it's just basically the same thing. So, yep, and he'll take
With a
10 from
different
that.
kind of crit, almost close. So that's the second one. 10 radiant blasts, like pushing out from the sword.
Sounds
The
good.
second one. And that's my. I'm staying hovering, but I'm gonna stay where with flight, but I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay. Alenus, it is your turn.
Cool. Quick question before I do anything. If I cast a concentration spell, can I also cast a cantrip?
If you have a bonus action and way to do it.
If
I
the
have 2 attacks, so
if the cantrip allows you to cast it as a bonus action, then yes. Otherwise, no, not normally. Because casting a spell normally takes an action. With multi-attack, it's not the same. Long story short, I'll double check though.
Yeah, multi-attack. Extra attack changes the attack action. You can't like swap out one of the extra attacks for a spell. But that's the full part.
I was just curious because, like, when I auto fill out your sheet, some of the cantrips just auto fill into the attack slot.
Yeah,
Doesn't break
casting.
concentration.
Yeah,
It's just
casting spells uses the cast a spell action, not the attack action, and the extra attack ability is like regular melee attacks. So you
Oh,
can't
okay.
cast multiple spells with your extra attack action.
Okie dokie.
But like I said, if your cantrip, when you look it up, says that you can use as a bonus action, it's a different animal. What's the cantrip?
Oh, no, I can't even think of any cantrip that is a bonus
I don't
action
think
that's
it would be.
attack.
It's that we're sorcerers and we have like quicken and stuff. So we'll
Gotcha.
No,
catch you later, quick. Sword smack.
no, I was thinking of doing something else, but I think I'll save it for later.
Okay.
Sword go smash, sword go boom.
Yeah, I'll do that and then probably back up. Big smite whammy.
And a 23 will hit.
Yeah.
Woo.
Second attack.
Oh, the first attack was 18. Okay. And the second attack will hit.
Yay! Oh!
Nice.
Woot.
And then back up 1 square.
All right, you're still within its attack range, so you do not provoke an attack of opportunity. As a legendary action, he seems to have examined you pretty thoroughly. And he says to you, you will not do that again.
Shit.
Uh-oh.
Furious.
It is Degas' turn.
Okay. What a challenge. Okay.
Settle.
It's. Oh shit! I know I can't use my breath at him. That'd be so weird. So he's gonna just try to come up and swing his sword at him.
Okay.
So. I'm supposed to swing out the. Oh, stop, yeah. Oh, I don't think I'll hit with that.
Damn it!
You miss.
And then I'll give some help to Tarek, the bonus action. So you can go.
Alright. Oh man.
Yeah.
Alright. I gotta maintain composure here. I can't even believe that happened, honestly. Alright. So, by the way, anybody who's listening to music, the reason the music changed is because that was the turning point where the giant is actually stronger than the party. So from
Hooray!
examining things, from examining hits and movements and such.
We're ready for him.
Yeah, so the storm giant, it looks at and it uses a legendary action at the end of your turn, Degas,
Mhm.
and it sees what you're about to swing at him,
Okay.
and he looks at you and says, "You will not make that mistake at me again." And he swings at you with his light. He has this gigantic sword that seems to be made of lightning, and he swings at you with it.
So the next party we.
Oh, no, not.
32 against your AC.
I hit.
It's going to be 72 points of lightning damage.
Rip.
I have resistance because of lightning jaguar. Rather bronze. I have lightning resistance. So
This is
that
going to be
31?
tremendously helpful.
36 is that?
36 then.
Okay.
And then the second attack. It's going to be 32. Same thing against your AC.
Oh, man, yeah.
And that's going to be 70 points of lightning damage.
Rip.
Wow. No,
Which
no,
is
half
35 from resistance.
turn. This is with a giant sword.
Yeah, just a gigantic lightning sword that's swinging through you.
Oh my god, he's taking these huge beats. Alright, yeah. I'm bloodied. Oh, I think I was bloodied and feel bad.
Tarek, it is your turn.
Wait, I think I was skipped.
No, you're last.
I have 17.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
you know what? Tarek, you are officially last now. Rorik is now going to go.
So I saved my game before going in there. Can I load it back up before we all ran into that room?
Oh my god, we're in this final building. We can
Can I
we
load
can
it back up and
reload.
decide, yeah, we're going to fight one-on-one? No, can't do that? Okay.
Fortunately not.
So with a bonus action, Rourke is going to rage, and then he is going to attack recklessly with Great Weapon Master.
All right.
Okay, so first attack. First attack hits.
Yep.
Gonna roll second attack.
That will
Second
also
attack
hit.
hits, I
Yep.
believe. Alright, cool. So. Alright, 2 big swings coming down. Okay, here's the first one. 32 points of damage. And then the second one, 34 points of damage. So that's 66 points of damage.
As both swings hit the giant, you notice that the electricity that circles the giant seems to soften your blows a great deal. Then he says to you, I told you I would be prepared if you came back.
And in giant, I respond, and I believed you.
Next is Tarek.
All right. Tarek looks at the sword and says, "Holy shit, Soul Ripper! Now's the time. Does anything happen?"
My mouse is moving because I'm laughing too much.
That is some part of the cards shit right there.
Right there, you immediately your weapon glows and you have haste cast it on you, Tarek.
Excellent.
Nice.
So, now, was that a free action by any chance?
Yeah, you just you saying a few words is a free action.
That was like
Excellent.
the sword doing it.
So Tarek then is just super fast now, and with the boots of speed and haste, he will rush to here, and he will use first. He will his first action. He will use the ring of toxic obscuring and cast the fog cloud in a 20-foot radius centered on him, so it encompasses the giant.
I think it's centered on you, but I'll double
Yes,
check.
it is centered on me, so it would be a 20. So it would at least hit him in a 20-foot sphere.
Yeah.
And then, as my second action, I will attack with the Soul Ripper, and I can only just do a straight attack on that one.
Okay.
I can't do the booming blade, which I'm not sure if will work or not. Anyway. All right. So 19.
That will hit.
All right, so he will take the 16. I don't know if he takes the 1 point from the thunder, probably not. And then another 19 for 35 total. And then I will continue my movement to move behind the portal.
Okay. As a legendary action, it sees the giant cloud and uses gust to move it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And not fucking around, he legitimately has gust. He can do it within 60 feet of what he sees and move it. So, sorry guys.
Would it dissipate or like move it?
This is fine.
No, it's not. You don't know.
So, would anyone be mad if I Misty stepped and ran off to tell the story?
Misty Step's good.
So, Jabu, it's your turn. You start with a piece of you inside of the fog cloud. You're going to take 1 point of exhaustion.
Well, that's bad. Oh no. He did say exhaustion.
All right, I'm gonna walk. Move.
Like I said, it's not good.
Is this cloud a magical thing?
It is. It's a fog cloud spell with special changes, and there's no concentration needed.
Okay. I'm gonna. What level is it? I'm gonna try to spell it.
It's level 1. I think.
Oh.
Let me just double check. I'm pretty sure fog cloud is a level
Correct,
1
yeah.
spell.
Normal fog cloud is, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a level 1 spell then.
Okay, we use 2 sorcery points to quicken, using the level 3 slot. And I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the cloud.
The cloud disappears.
I'm gonna use Firebolt, targeting the giant.
Alright. That will hit.
16 fire. My turn is over.
You notice that the firebolt doesn't seem to do as much damage as you would expect it to, and he looks at you and says, I was expecting that.
I just smirk.
Beacon, it's your turn.
Interesting. So, what's it called? The spiritual weapon's gonna use a bonus action to have it continue an attack. So 26 for that. Does it
That will hit.
swing? And it does. What did I did it? I think 3rd level. So yes, it is. Is that correct? 98 every 2 slots. So it's okay. So 9.
Alright, he'll take 9. Booming Blade didn't do any damage.
Okay.
You did
Good to
notice
know.
that you didn't see any sparks like you normally would.
And I'm going to, as my action. Sorry, I'm going to try. I'll get the part. I'll help with the parts. I'm gonna cast Bless out of. How many do we have? I missed it. So out of 3, out of the 2nd level slot rather. So, yeah. So I'm going to target. Ale, Rorik. I don't think I could see Tarek.
Be pretty
So,
difficult to really focus.
Yeah,
and
so
see.
Jabu and myself.
Okay.
Yep, bless. And that's my turn.
Alright, Alinus, it's your turn.
Sorry, I was just trying to decide on something. So I have a non-cantrip spell that is a bonus action. I can attack, then do that, right?
That's correct.
Okay, was just double checking. So I want the party's opinion on this. I have the ability to potentially mess up one of his ability scores. Which one should we target?
Probably strength.
Yes, strength.
Okie dokie. So first I'm gonna do the thing he told me not to do again. That's a miss. It's fine.
That will miss.
Yep. And then I'm going to cast Hex on him for his strength.
Okay. Is there a saving throw? What does it do?
Sorry, that is not a saving throw. Place a curse on the creature that you can see within range. it would do extra necrotic damage if I was to strike it, but you choose one ability when you cast the spell. Target has disadvantage on that ability. On ability checks made with that ability. If the target drops to 0, the spell ends. A remove curse cast on the target ends the spell early.
Okay, sounds good.
Up to an hour.
Okay, from there, it is going to be Dagaz's turn.
Okay. Does he feel different to this legendary reaction, or was that like him, like kind of eyeing us up, eyeing the Vorpal with his last attack?
You're not sure. He just seems to be pretty much ready for anything for most of the party right now, so you're kind of worried.
Okay, well, he seems like maybe he got hexed, so I'll try out grabbing him with my tentacles. So
All right.
turning out, unleash out some tentacles from my kraken tentacles from my tattoo. DC 14 strength save.
Sounds good. He's gonna have disadvantage on that.
Yeah.
Haha!
And he's like, and then this time he's gonna help out Ale, but when he's getting into that attack mode.
He passes.
Okay, so yeah, he doesn't get grappled. That's his, but you still have the help on the and that's the guy. I guess he'll seems pretty good with this spot.
All right. At the end of your turn, he's going to use a legendary action, and he is going to throw a thunderbolt. And he throws a thunderbolt in between both Daga and Rorik. Both of you have to make a dexterity saving throw for me.
I have evasion. And am I within 10? Maybe? Depends. I don't know. I have snapping weird. But so. Where's dexterity? Oh, crit.
Nice. And then Rorik. Awesome. So you're both going to take half.
I have you as an expert that has evasion.
Cool. You're going to take none then.
Oh.
Rorik, you're going to take 12. And then he pulls out his weapon again, and he's going to, or he had his lightning sword out. And he's going to try to attack Daga. He sees Daga as the scariest thing on the battlefield.
Well,
Do I go after him?
You do. You go right after him.
Oh, okay.
Daga, 24 against your AC.
That hits.
And the second one is 38 against your AC, so that hits too.
Yeah, that hits.
The first attack is going to be 82 damage. That is cut in half because of your lightning resistance, so that's going to be 41.
Ooh.
And then the second hit will be 31 damage to you. I already did the half for you.
31. And then with that, she goes, that's down on those knees. Arcana. Down. We'll do it sadly. 1 second. Like my second.
Alright. And then from there, he points at him and says, "He will die first, and then all of you the rest." Rorik, it's your turn.
Okay, Rorik does a roar into battle, and then he strikes out with his sword again. So this is going to be continuing Great Weapon Master and Reckless.
And
Okay.
you're blessed.
And bless. That will be a hit. And
Okay,
that will
both
be a
hit. Okay, that's the damage from both strikes.
All right, 33, 43, 53, 60, 60, 61, 61 damage, right?
Yes. Do you want that number without the lightning since he's
Nope, nope.
Okay.
It's as you strike into him both times, you notice that the damage is a bit softer than it normally would be. Almost like he examined you and kind of fell into the blows to make sure they deal less damage. From there, he is going to take a legendary action. He's going to throw a lightning bolt between Degas and Rorik.
Whoa.
Rorik, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. Degas is going to have 2 death saving throws because of that.
Yeah.
You're only going to take
Okay.
9. And then from there, Jabu, it is your turn.
Alrighty. Hello?
Yep, I hear you.
Oh, I thought my thing went dead. Is it my turn?
It is your turn.
I'm sorry. My wife saw a water bug and I had to go and save the day.
Wait, I think I got skipped. It was Storm Giant
How did we
Rorik,
do
and then
this?
I should be last.
You're right. Tarek, go. Tarek, you got. I don't know how I keep missing people. I apologize. Go ahead, Tarek. I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. So Tarek, behind the portal, he comes out and he sees the guy is down, and he puts his hand on his arm, and you see a flash underneath, and he uses one of the spell wrought tattoos, and he casts Healing Word on Degas.
Alright.
So I guess he gets a 1d4. I believe it's plus 3 with the ability mod. I just have to check. I believe that's what it is. I'm not sure.
Cool.
So at least he's up.
Yeah.
And then with my second attack, I will just step up and I will just attack him with the Soul Ripper.
Okay.
And of course, I roll a fucking 1. And then I will I will just rush back behind the portal again, and that ends my turn. Jesus Christ.
Jabu, it's your turn.
Alright. Alright, we're gonna. Oh, fucking not anymore. Alright, I'm gonna quicken. Let's see how agile this fucking giant really is. Fireball on this big boy. I'm gonna cast it at level 4. It's gonna make it 98.
Alright.
I need you to do a dex saving throw of a 20.
And Didn't I tell you the giants can dance real well? Not that well.
All right. Well, there you go. 48 fire damage.
The explosion of fire seems to do fairly well. When it reaches him, it's almost like some of the lightning pushes some of it away. You do see he's scorched a bit, but it definitely dealt less damage than it normally would. Beacon, it is your turn.
Cool. I am going to see. Give me a minute to. Okay. I'm going to do a guiding bolt. I guess first I'm gonna help pick up. So I'm going to use up some healing light. I can heal 2d6 as a bonus action. As a 2d6 healing light to the god. Oh, it's way more than that. But I'll try helping out with a big heal out. He can keep it going for a little more. And I will do a guiding bolt at 3rd level.
Okay.
So 16, does that hit?
That does hit. Yep.
Wah. So there we go. 24 radiant damage.
He takes it. He's a bit stunned at the damage.
And the next attack roll, the made against the target by the end of my turn, they have advantage because there's glittering light.
All right.
And that's me. My turn.
As a legendary action, you see him. It's like almost as if a samurai. He takes his blade to his side and does a gigantic woof, circular motion. Any player that is within 5 feet of him, which I think that's everyone, except for Tarek and Jabu, he gets to roll an attack. He's swinging his blade like a big curve all the way around him.
Okay.
Against Beacon is a 27 against your AC.
That hits.
Against Alinus is a 27 against your AC. Against Rorik is an 18 against your AC.
Yes.
And against Daga is a 37 against his AC.
When Rorik, are you
Does
still
my
wearing my
cloak-
necklace?
Does my
Sorry, there's 3 people talking at the same time. I apologize.
But the 37 does hit, but after it hits Rorik, are you still wearing my necklace that Beacon gave you?
Yes.
Okay, I would like to use my invocation as a reaction, Rebuke of the Talisman. Let me see if I can find a good way to share this. Let's copy this. So when the wearer of the talisman is struck by an attacker I can see, you can use my reaction to deal psychic damage to the attacker. So 4 psychic damage and push them 10 feet away from the wearer.
Sounds good. So he after the swing, he'll be pushed back 10 feet. 100%.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that would miss the last.
No, it's like a full swing. So it's just you know what I mean? Like it's one continuous momentum.
Cool.
And then Alinus, what was your question?
I have a cloak of displacement. Does that cause disadvantage?
I don't know. What does it say?
While you wear this cloak, it projects an illusion that makes you appear to be standing in a place near your actual location, damn it. Causing any disadvantage on attack rolls against you.
So yeah, absolutely. So he will roll you at disadvantage.
Damn
Thankfully, it was not a crit. So instead, it's a regular attack. I mean, I'd rather take the regular attack than the crit.
Oh yeah.
Also true. But I think I'm going to cause a my shield spell.
Alright, if you're casting shield, let's just go back up. It's a 27 against your AC. Does shield get you past 27 as far as
28.
AC? Okay.
It brings me up to 28. Yep.
So then the electricity of the blade just kind of gets stopped by the shield spell and everything else. You will not take any damage.
Woo!
So we're going to start with Beacon, and we'll work our way down. Beacon, it's going to be 36 lightning damage.
Oof.
Rorik, it's going to be 40 lightning damage. And Daga will take half of that, so 34 lightning damage.
I think that's good. No problem.
From there, Alenus, it is your turn.
But then it's pushed back.
Okie dokie.
Yep, I'm going to do the pushback right now.
I'm gonna do more smotenings.
Sounds good.
Or not.
Oof.
Oh wait, I put the... Oh, I just add 4 more. I wouldn't have made it anyway.
Close. Close, though.
Nope.
Alright.
I don't think 16 hits.
Oh, no, 16 hits. 16
Oh,
hits.
yeah.
Boom, bada boom.
So I'm adding 1 level to the smotening.
Sounds good.
Kaboom.
He's going to take 29. He is not happy with that blow.
Nope.
Alright. From that, Daga, it's your turn. I need you to make a death saving throw for me.
Okay.
Did he took more damage? Because I used to.
Yeah, he did a big arc swing with his
okay.
sword and got all of us. Or, well, half of us, or something. Whoever got hit. Let me find, where's the death button? There it is.
Alright, you pass
Cool.
with 1.
Oof. Okay.
And then the giant is going to go. He points at you, Rorik. You're next.
Ah.
He's going to use his first attack on you, Rorik. $21 against your AC.
Hits.
Alright. It's going to be 43 lightning damage. It surges through you.
Zap.
He looks at you and says, "This one is gone." And he swings his blade into Daga's flesh. You see Daga's flesh start to become electrocuted. all of you see Degas starting to fry and turn to ash. But then something happens that the giant doesn't really understand. Degas, after he is shocked and depleted, his skin starts to change and materialize into something different. All of you are looking at him, and none of you really understand what's happening to him. It's just very, very, very strange.
Yeah.
He suddenly looks green. From there, Rorik, it's your turn.
Rorik has
Rorik.
like one eyeball on on what's going on, but then continues to fight. First, as a bonus action, he's going to use Second Wind.
Okay.
Hey, Rorik, can I suggest something?
Yes, you can.
Since the guy turned to ash, I'm assuming his items must have fell on the floor.
No. Degas' items aren't affected or anything like that. It's just the descriptor because he was getting burned by the electricity and that.
I was gonna say, because if the Vopal sword was on the floor, then say pick it up and use it.
Yeah, no, none of his items are affected by
Moving
that.
on. My bad.
No, I got the idea. That's cool. It's fine.
Still your turn, Rorik.
Yeah, just so a bonus action, use Second Wind to get back some health.
Alright.
And then I'm going to be taking my attack action. Same thing as I've been doing. 2 attacks recklessly with Great Weapon Master.
Sounds good.
So, I have less. Let's see.
The 14 will actually hit.
Oh, bonus. Alright, second attack. Alright, 18 will hit.
That's it.
Okay, 62 points of damage.
All right. From there, it falls to its knees and says, "If you wish to keep fighting, you may, but you've proven your worth, and you may go through the portal. It is up to you." He says this in common.
We've won the challenge.
Yes. And Tarek, it's your turn.
Okay, that's interesting because I was going to attack. You know what? I'm gonna attack him twice, just for shits and giggles.
Okay. That will hit.
Alright, so that was not... Ignore the booming blade. We'll take 25. I'll use my second attack, hit him again. He takes another 11 for a total of 36. And then I jump through the portal.
Okay. The giant says that it is not over. And he uses a legendary action to swing his blade around him and hit everyone within 5 feet of him with his gigantic blade. Or attempt to, you know. We're going to go with Alinus. That is a 28 against your AC. Beacon, I don't think you're 5 feet. I think you're 10. So I don't think he's going to roll against you.
Yeah, I wasn't not sure what size he is.
Yeah, it's shady, but I really think you're 10 feet, not 5. Rourke, 28 against your AC. And Degas is going to have a 23 against his AC.
Uh, I don't think it's changed, so I think that's a hit.
Yeah, that shouldn't have changed. Okay. So... More importantly, do those hits hit Rourke and Alinus?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so let's do the rolls. Let's do Alinus first. It's going to be 44 lightning damage to Alinus.
Nice.
It's going to be 39 lightning damage to Rourke. And Degas is shocked with 74 lightning damage to his new green body.
74?
Yep.
Alrighty, buddy. I guess I'll figure out what kind of blood I bleed.
Green blood, I think.
I think you're right.
And then from there, Jabu, it's your turn.
Alright, well, he said... I'm going to say to him, he's at one knee. I'm going to walk over to him and say, alright, I do appreciate you letting this go by. I'm going to heal him.
Okay.
I'm going to do a level 2 heal. 2d8 plus 3. I'm going to heal him for 10. And say, thank you for the challenge and letting us go by. You have a very nice day.
Alright.
And I'm going to walk to the portal.
Beacon, it is your turn.
So he's fucking... Okay, for one, is he looking like almost like he defeated and he submitted to the fight, or did he like just...
So he went to one knee and decided that, you know, he was pretty much finished, but then he was attacked. So then he did a sweeping blow to everyone around him, thinking that the fight is still ongoing, that was the decision that was made.
Cause somebody.
But then he was healed. So Beacon, it's your turn. Whatever you'd like to do.
Give me something to... Let me look a little bit if I can do...
Just go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go down and land with my feet and put my hand up and say, hold. If we as a group have met the challenge, then we will pass through and mean you no harm.
Okay.
Can I do like a persuasion? Or was that like a...
If you want to roll persuasion, it would be a disadvantage, but you can definitely try.
Oh, yeah. Just,
Plus
you know,
4.
hold on. Oh, interesting. Let's see, sorry.
Right, just saves. Never mind.
I'll roll it twice. So number the 12 is...
So he's mildly persuaded because he's pretty. He's just like, you know, if you guys stop fighting, then yeah, I'll stop. But he's trying to give you guys the chance. So Alinus.
Yeah,
Oh, I was gonna if
I was gonna dismiss the then the sword, the spiritual weapon.
okay.
And that's my turn.
All right, and Linus, it's your turn.
I put the sun blade away and just kind of start scooting around the room.
All right. Degas, it's your turn.
He's up and like okay. So he like just move it, stand up, and he cracks his neck and kind of like his jaw to get out his tuft, and he looks a little bit roar and is like, "Hey, got a thing to learn. I guess we're going by." And he moves by. Let me do a movement check here. But there's a little half orc legs now. He's gonna move on towards the portal. And what everybody's doing. Let me move that little.
It is the giant's turn. A giant just comes up here and leans against the wall. Rorik, it's your turn.
Rourke will walk up. Whoa. Okay. Rourke will walk over here, and in giant, he will say that was a good battle. And then he will place a tiny bottle of healing potion at the giant's feet, and then just kind of walk away and go into the portal.
Okay. We're still in turn order, so just be wary of that. Tarek, it's your turn. You did notice that pretty much 3 people stepped through the portal.
Right. So when I first step through the portal, do I see what appears to be those spinning things again?
You do. You see them. You do see them sitting kind of on the ground. They don't seem to be attached to anything. You do see some armor to the north on the ground.
All right, Tarek, who is just like hasted with the super speed, I'm just gonna rush towards the end of the corridor.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm just going to, I'm gonna, inspect this just to see what it is. Just armor.
It looks to be a very ornate piece of armor. Did you want to touch it?
Yes. When I touch it, can I physically touch it, or does it disappear? Like, where's my hand pass through?
You can touch it, and once you do, something seems to appear. It looks to be some sort of angel that seems to come out of it and appear in front of it and looks at you and says, "What are you doing here? And how did you get past the giants?"
I say we had just fought such a good battle against him that he allowed us passage, as should you.
There is no passage, only death here. And that is the end of the session for today. So, I hope that you guys are prepared for the next sin. I don't believe that the giant will help, but at least he will not beat you guys up.
I mean, as long as the Sin just wants to have a tea party, we'll be fine.
It's
It's
in a tea. It's the sin of tea.
It's a death tea. That's the only thing I can see.
That being said, put an icon on yourself, Tarek, to make sure you remember that you're hasted. Just so you don't run into a situation where we forget that, because that'll be important. Outside of that, I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Appreciate you waiting for me. I will do the best I can to be here sooner for next session, but our sessions will now be starting at 7, and just keep that in mind as well. There's no gap between Giant and the Sin. there might be,
Yeah.
but this is kind of the conversation that you guys will be having with the Sin. You guys can talk at a game in the Discord channel to see if you can come up with some sort of strategy for him. And otherwise, that's all I have for you. We'll be talking at a game. Appreciate everybody coming in today on Twitch. We had some cheers, we had some follows, so it was pretty awesome. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. This will be uploaded in the next 2 days. Thank you very much. Have fun. We'll be seeing you next week.